Hello, friends and foes, fays and fiends, and welcome to Quests and Chaos. My name is Alondra Heilman, aka Lady Bedivere, and I shall continue to be your heist handler tonight for Keys from the Golden Vault. We are wrapping up the penultimate adventure, Party at Paliset Hall, as we continue driving this careening train toward the station of a finale at the end of June. As always, before we get too deep into things, the Golden Vault is sponsored by the Deck of Inspiration. Woo! It is the beginning of the month. However, since I am obnoxiously modular about this particular campaign, folks who have gifted us, folks from our Patreon who have gifted us cards, those will be coming in at the beginning of the next module. We do have some remaining that were given to us for the last module. We were just discussing that some folks have already claimed ones that they want to hold that are good for their characters, and some are staying in the general pool for the oh crap, I'm gonna use this factor. If you want your own Deck of Inspiration, you can get yours at shop.questsandchaos.com. Speaking of questsandchaos.com, this summer we are doing Starter Set Summer School. It kicks off this Saturday. We're going to be doing 2 episodes of Tales of the Valiant. Then we'll be doing some Rune Quest. We've got some other stuff lined up. And in honor of Starter Set Summer School, we are doing a huge giveaway bundle with copies of most or all of the starter sets that we will be playing through. Copies of the Deck of Inspiration. I think there's a Ticket to Ride Legacy and some other board games in there. It's very cool stuff. There will be some runners up too. The giveaway is currently live and is going to run over, I think, the next couple of months as we're doing the summer school games. You can get extra entries for following us on social media, signing up for our newsletter, and subscribing on YouTube. And you can find this giveaway by visiting questsandchaos.com or going to bit.ly/QNC starter. There's probably a hotkey command that someone is dropping in the chat right now if you're watching us live on Twitch, and if you're on YouTube after the fact, it's probably linked down below. We have 5 cards remaining for our inspiration, and I'm sure we will potentially get bits. All depending. It's the beginning of the month, so our tavern upkeep is reset back to 46%. We made it to 75% last month, which means that Ezra will be going into his scary closet of board games and pulling something fun to raffle off. We did not make it to 100%, but if we do this month, I will make good on my promise, and I will go into my closet and pull some sort of board game or TTRPG item that we will raffle off. It will probably not be as weird as Ezra's, but it will probably be newer. That is the only promise I can make. His stuff dates back to the 80s. Mine does not. We get wild. Saturday was a wild time, y'all. There was a big old lore dump, and then GDS is going on break for like 2 months. Everything's a good time. Now, with all of that business out of the way, let's do a quick recap. I wrote this several days ago, so let's see how much of it is relevant and makes any sense. When last we met, the team had made their way into the titular Paliset Hall under their mostly fake identities in search of former adventuress Zorhana Adular and her shard solitaire necklace believed to be causing a change in her personality. Once inside, the team briefly met the current head of household, a satyr named Orin, before spreading out to search for further information. Ambrose Belafonte, Huey, received a tour of the house from the former housekeeper. Verity, operating under his own name, has been keeping a familiar eye on the con artist Adira through his familiar, the pixie Siri. Ace Coyle, Sloan, made some business contacts, and one of the supermodel duo that is indecipherable from each other, Opal and Pearl, one of them, Gemma, dropped it like it was hot with some minotaurs, while the other one, Taz, canvassed the building for escape routes.
Did actual work. To each their own.
Look, you guys figured out a good split. You look identical right now, so people are just going to be real confused regardless. Yeah. After some wild and player delirium-induced shenanigans, Taz was able to connect with Eliphas, the husband of our missing Zorhana, and get some more information on the shard solitaire and her behavioral changes. Sloan and Gemma went to confront a party guest who they had recognized as a heavily disguised Priscilla, their missing former Golden Vault handler, and Verity watched 3 peculiar new guests approach Adira. that is where we are right now. So, we've got some bits that have come in. These I will go ahead and distribute now because they are specified as bits, not coins. We have 3 coins from Duke Fleeg. Thank you, your grace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go this way. Gonna go this way.
Duke.
Nice.
Yep.
So that one's yours.
Yeah.
I was gonna go down the middle, but now I think I gotta go to you again because I'm trying to just distribute it across the table.
Yes, we did
Woo! We did it.
Vacation.
Amazing. Great. So, we were all very loopy at the end of the last session. Sorry about that. Hope you all had fun. We sure did. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. They're not sorry. They did nothing wrong.
You need never apologize.
Currently, our disguised Gemma has lured our disguised Priscilla away onto the dance, away from her dwarven date onto the dance.
Sloan.
Sloan, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Names. So many names are happening. Fake
Yeah.
names, real names. Gemma is partying with the Minotaurs still, I believe. Huey has just made his way upstairs with, like, Chorus, the dryad, who is the former housekeeper. Verity is watching this triad of unison moving, hot, Feywild supermodels make their way up to Adira. And Taz is just coming out of the guest bedroom after having a little confab with Eliphas, Sorhana's husband. We'll sort of pick up in the initiative order that we had rolled for people's operations just because we didn't quite get to the end last time. And that just makes sense to me. Verity, we were on your turn. You had just seen this unit of Eurotrash Feywild supermodels. They're all tall, they're all blonde, they're moving in like distinct unison in a way that is borderline creepy. They have all walked up to Adira's table and did this like synchronized hand gesture and I believe said something.
Have you found it yet?
Okay, great. Cheryl wrote down my exact quote. I did not.
Dramatic reading.
Yeah. Have you found it yet? So that is what you have seen. If you want to do anything with that, or if you just want to have that
for
information.
a few seconds, I'll just wait and see what Adira says, because I think what I learn about what they're looking for might change what I decide to do.
That is a super good call. Adira kind of like does a scan around the room, looks. There's this whole new wave of guests that has just arrived, so there's a lot of like, you know, shouting and oh my gods and like, you know, people finding each other and running up to new, you know, parsing out the way that happens when new people enter a party and everybody kind of knows everybody or wants to. So then you see Adira kind of leans in a little bit and just goes, I haven't seen it yet, but I know where it's supposed to be. So we've just got to find Zorhana. And once we find Zorhana, we should find it. And then we'll be able to figure out what we need to do from there. All 3 of them sort of like synchronize, lean back, give her the look, and then just kind of nod in unison.
After that, I will back out of Siri. I'll instruct Siri to keep following them and ping me if there's anything.
You got it, boss.
And then I'm going to message. I just do the group chat, I guess. Yeah. Adira is looking for the necklace or the shard as well. And there's a group of them that are here looking for it. So if we're going to get it, we should do that quickly. So there are other people interested.
Cool. Everybody gets that message. Gemma.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it every time.
I would like to spike the punch.
Great.
So I'm gonna just like dance my way over. Like 7 people have already spiked this punch. We're
as-
gonna just add to it.
As we established beforehand, you were spiking the punch, and the spike has also been punched. The guy Spike,
Yes.
who's supposed to be guarding the
Yes.
table, has absolutely been knocked the hell out.
Nobody's gonna see.
Super passed
You
out
have
against
one
the wall.
job, Spike.
You walk up as you are like unscrewing the flask to her, and you see another Eladrin, like a summer Eladrin with like this like sun radiant hair, like also dances up from the other side. Also has and you guys have a little like moment.
Oh yeah,
and then,
let's go.
Yeah, and then you just like synchronize
And
spike the punch.
specifically dumping the cave juice.
Yes, specifically the cave juice.
Great.
Cool, man. If anybody drinks the punch, we're gonna have to make so many rolls for what effects are
I
happening.
will message the group chat. Don't drink the punch. I mean, don't drink anything,
Yeah.
but don't drink the punch.
Especially don't.
Huey, don't drink anything.
Fine.
Sloan.
Aw.
Okay, fine. Everything looks really delicious.
And then
though.
I'm gonna. Can I just like scan the dance floor and see if there are any like good options for our little buddy Caden?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's happening.
Give me a perception check.
Happening. I'm gonna help this kid find love. Oh, it's bad.
You're not going to help him find love, but you might help him find lust.
My passive is higher.
Okay,
Okay, 15.
15. Yeah, you take a quick scan. How much have you picked up on what Caden's type is? Have you actually asked him
None.
any question? Great.
No.
No, that's fine. You do see that there is one cluster of looks like slightly younger, more I'll call them debutante age girls who are all kind of clustered in the corner doing that like fans and like twittering and talking to each other thing. This is the Feywild, so they could all just be a polycule, but more likely this is like, you know, the equivalent of the Regency Ball. Like this is all the girls who are like scouting out the boys and waiting to get asked to dance.
Great.
That seems like a good possibility. There's a handful of folks who kind of seem to be solo rolling around of various ages and types and, you know, varying degrees of everybody here is probably nobility or higher or some sort of influencer, but you got a range to choose
Great.
from.
And I'm just gonna look at Caden and
I
be
was gonna
like,
say, I assume Caden has been on your
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. We established he is Instagram
yeah.
husbanding for you so that Taz can go do real job.
Caden, you let me know if anybody catches your eye.
What? Oh, should I be looking for other people too? Sorry, I was just really focused on
I know you're
on
here
your
to find.
ankles.
I know you're here to find love. We're gonna make that happen for you. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
keep an eye out.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me know. I'll
should
hook
I
you up.
should I dance with people?
Yes.
Okay. I'm really good at like ballroom dancing and like group dancing. I don't think I know how to. I don't know what that is. Points at a couple of elves that are like actively upside down twerking off the wall.
Can I? Is there
I
like?
assume
is,
that's what Gemma was doing right now.
As she's having this conversation.
can
She's not upside down, but yes, probably.
Is
twerking.
there like the DJ? Is the DJ taking requests? And if so,
Oh, you could absolutely.
can I like message the DJ and be like, can you give us something a little smoother?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
The DJ is a gnome. The DJ is a gnome wearing wraparound sunglasses and like a grill mask. There's some sort of magical effect that runs across his sunglasses, so it keeps changing and doing like, you know, readouts of like, let's party and like stuff like that. I gotta stop and
No, I gotta stop consuming liquids. That's all there is to it.
yeah, you can absolutely go. You know, so and he's.
I will
and-
also just be like, Caden, don't drink the punch, and then
Okay. Yes,
it just
dancing,
might-
no punch. He's like
I think
taking
it just
notes.
might be a little strong for you today.
Oh, that's
It looks
totally
like
fair.
it's been real tampered
I
with.
do.
So
I think I saw points at a totally different Eladrin from the one that you made eye contact with. It's like I did. I thought I saw somebody slip something in. It might have been her. I don't know if that's just like a thing.
probably. Yes, it's a thing here.
Great. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
You are very quickly learning that Caden, in addition to not really having a lot of experience with the Feywilds, just probably doesn't have a lot of experience with like club
Anything.
parties. He's a good boy, unfortunately, for this scenario. You know, nothing wrong with being a good boy. Challenging in the Feywild. Great. That is what Gemma is up to. Let's circle back. I'm gonna go a little bit out of order, I think. Because I have to look up a thing really quick. Ba-doop, boop, boop, ba-doop. Taz, I'm jumping slightly out of order. As you and Elephas are sort of like scooching your way out of this guest room where you've had this little confab, he's going to kind of draw your attention and go, you know, I've realized that in addition to my wife's vault, which is in the bathroom, as we established. She has also been using the study. And while I don't know how to get into the vault, I do know how to get past the arcane lock of her study. So I think I'm going to slip over there and see if I can get that handled in case there's anything of use in there, any information that would lead us to what's going on. There! He just points and looks. You glance up in the direction that he points, and you see that the wall across from you, like, ripples with arcane energy. You almost see, like, cracks, like magical cracks appear for, like, a flash and then just disappear. It's like, you saw it, right?
Yeah. That's been
Happening all over the place for the last, like, 2 days.
Huh. Okay. Have you had anybody try to, like... I mean, there's a lot of magic going on around here, so I don't know.
Well, and normally I would ask my wife. She's sort of the magical one. I have limited magic of my own, but it's not really that type of. She's a lot more arcane. I'm a lot more natural, in every sense of the word.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, it's been a long week.
That's fine. I recall this individual being described as a bear last week. I didn't ask, like, is this a bear? Is this a bear with clothes? Is this just a bear?
This is the Halson situation.
That is the closest. He is presenting as a very large man stuffed into a barely fits him suit. He's got like vest, the rolled up sleeves, hair, kind of wavy hair that's pulled back into a little bit of a man bun. You get the sense that there is probably a lot of hair going on under that suit.
That's
yeah, definitely Halson is probably the good reference here for anybody who's played Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
That also,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
No.
I just you have me questioning everything I know.
Yeah, no,
so that's fine.
No, that's about right. Yeah, no, he is currently presenting as a human man. You are, based on some of the things that he has said and just his general vibe, you are getting the impression that he might not just be a normal human man.
Yeah.
There might be something else happening there.
That's chill.
Yeah.
Live your best life, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Not even the weirdest thing in this house that you know about.
Yeah.
So,
do you need assistance with that, or?
if you would like to come along, you're welcome to, or we can divide and conquer. I'm not. You're the operatives. If I had been able to figure any of this out on my own, I wouldn't have needed to hire people. So I will defer to your best judgment in this respect.
Well, it seems like we might have some locks and combos that we might need to get some numbers for. I think if I go with you, we might be able to.
I can show you how to
Potentially
dispel
run that
the
down.
arcane lock.
That would be great. I will set one of my compatriots on maybe trying to look into the wibbles and the woobles.
Wonderful. As you slip out of this guest room, you do see Huey is coming up the stairs with Lycoris, the dryad. She is pointing out like architectural features. She's clearly giving him like a little house tour. You also know that like a quick glance, you know that Verity is still over at the thing, and you've gotten a couple of messages from him. So that's your immediate contacts up here.
Do we have the player map available? Like the other map?
Oh, yeah.
Because I could not remember what this study was.
Let me see if Here we go. I got it. It's the one with the bathrooms marked.
Yes, it is.
I have another copy if you wanted the copy from the other
right.
side.
Sure. We know where the
it's
bathrooms
it's
are.
right next door. Okay.
I have the key, so I can look up which rooms are what.
Yeah, so it looks like the study is basically right next door.
Yeah, it's
to the guest room. So that's chill. She'll go with him, and as she did previously, send it to the group chat and talk unceremoniously into the hairband, explaining what the ripply wibbles to keep an eye out for them, and if somebody who can detective things can maybe catch that. They happen at random, so good luck. I don't know what other skills the magical people have. Taz has darkness, as we have established in a previous campaign.
Yeah, and the ability to see through walls, which is a canon thing for Taz. It's not a real D&D spell.
No, it's not a spell. It's just she's really good. I don't know what to tell you.
Amazing. Great. I'm double checking. Quick little thing. Oh, yeah, that's how he would do this. I had to double check. Who was like, what would Eliphas use for this? Eliphas will show you the lock. And he will basically look at it and be like, if anyone in your party is particularly good at like locks and picking them, it can be bypassed. It's just more challenging than like a standard lock because it's magically enhanced. Or I can just, and you see like he kind of opens his hand, like a little, like almost like a bubble of magic sort of appears, and he's like, or I can just, smash it.
I mean, she pulls out her just like all these thieves' tools, just like holding fingers.
Yeah, just Wolverines them. Yeah.
That's why I'm up here, actually.
Yeah. Please, by all means, go ahead. If that doesn't work, then I'll just, punch it.
Great.
If you'd like to make a dexterity check plus proficiency, all that good, jolly, fun stuff.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand would
Yeah.
also be.
Oh, no,
Okay,
it's going to be the slighty.
I'm going to be looking for other people now that I'm.
doing me good today first.
So if I see either he or Taz.
Yeah, I would say since you're no longer working for Sierra, you would absolutely see folks. We're getting a little
Okay.
now. We're doing a little more upstairs group, downstairs group, jump back and forth.
Oh, betrayal. 17.
17. You feel like you could get it. It's not, something's not working, and again, that magical enhancement is clearly like buffering you.
It's a little bit much. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fine. I can't believe God, I love having high stats.
Yeah.
Great. So she'll be like, okay, the magic's a little. Do you want to?
Oh, yeah, sure. He takes kind of like rolls this magical effect a little bit, and then he just kind of like pops his hand over the lock, and you hear a kaboom on the other side of the door, but it's kind of like slightly muffled. And then he just pulls his hand back and like turns the knob and opens the door.
It has checks for other traps.
No. He looks, he's like, no. It's not an alarm system. That was all me. I'm not good at subtle magic.
No, that's fine. That's great. You're doing wonderful.
I really wish I had thought of this sooner, to be perfectly honest. That's on me. I tried to give my wife her space. Again, I thought maybe she's just stressed. And then she started being absolutely not herself, and now I'm convinced that she's not. So, as it goes.
Yeah.
You guys make your way into this study. The walls of this room are lined with tall shelves stuffed with leather-bound tomes. An elegant wooden desk is situated under a stained glass window. Atop the desk is a thick book with a furry white cover and a crystal ball and a gilded stand.
Well, we're going to check out that whole situation first, just to cut to the chase.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at this fur-covered book. You immediately identify this. This is a wizard spell book. This is a powerful wizard spell book. You can tell because it's very full.
Sure.
Eliphas also looks at that and just points and goes, that shouldn't be here during a party.
You betcha.
Yeah, that should be on my wife's person during a party.
Yeah. We didn't have
That's
a great...
not great.
Yeah. I don't love that. Is there
No.
maybe somewhere we can lock that away?
We could stuff it in the basement.
Good idea.
Nobody, look, there's only 2 keys. I know that sounds stupid. There's only 2 keys to the basement. I have one. The cook has one. Nobody should be going down there.
Okay. Taz looks at the book. She checks it for all stuff. I don't know if she knows if these are booby trapped or not. But she knows she's got a lot of pocket. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
Shoves it in a skirt pocket.
Yeah, it seems fine. You stuff it into one of your many, pockets of quasi-holding.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Well, that didn't set me on fire, so we're going good so far.
No, he just fishes around in his pockets for a minute and then just pulls out a key ring and just hands it to you. He's like, look, here you go.
This is the weirdest thing I have ever done for a heist. I guess I should just talk to the folks living in the building more often. That's crazy.
I don't know how heists normally go for you. Again, I'm not really like a subtle heisting guy. I'm a lot more of a like break down walls and eat people guy. So, eat people.
Anyway, so Taz just like makes very quick work of this desk.
Yeah, you go through the desk.
She's almost confused, like, about having a key. What do I do with
You're
this?
like, how does this work? You take a quick look around. You find a set of Tinker's tools. You find a partially dismantled music box that looks an awful lot like the ones that are used by the Golden Vault, but does not have the same iconography, but the mechanics of it look very similar.
Okay.
There's a set of calligrapher's tools in a drawer. There's some blank invitations for this party that look like they were never used or filled out. And the equivalent like envelope, sealing wax, whatever. You find, I don't know what that's supposed 50 copper in a
Nobody
pouch.
saw that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle.
Looking around and then just looking around the room, some of these books are probably incredibly valuable and some of them are probably less so. You would need to spend like probably a good 30 minutes to an hour like actively checking stuff to figure out which ones are the valuable ones. You know, if you feel like coming back to rob this joint later or something, just file that one away. You do have all the keys now.
I was just going to say, I've literally been handed the keys. Every time she puts one in one lock, she's pressing another one into the, like, copy play. Just, yeah, we got this. We're moving on. And next.
They're all nicely labeled. They've got like
Thank
beautiful
goodness.
filigree engraving that has like
How very kind of
basement, bedroom, guest bedroom.
So you're like, I didn't bring enough fucking copy clay.
Great. Let's Huey, are you doing anything in particular, or Verity? Are you guys doing anything in particular up here? You did get a little bit of the message from Taz being like, watch for weird shit on the walls.
First thing I do is I look over the railing to see if I can spot Priscilla.
If I see that, I'll point out the Priscilla to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you put again, she does not look like herself right now, but this tall Eladrin looking woman with this like color shifting green lavender hair is somewhat self-consciously dancing with Sloane.
So apparently, I've heard this from my interactions with the Countess. Apparently, she's been in the Feywild for some time. Like, she thought she got made, which is, if that's true, crazy. Given because she's such a high level operative, but especially since she's here in disguise, there may be some truth to that. And I will then pass that along to the rest of the group to consider thought of that.
Yeah. Some hot goss from the Countess.
Yes. Well, that is indeed a very interesting clientele a party goes. Tell me, where is our maiden host? As you were.
That I don't know. I know Taz. I guess, did I see Taz go into the study with the, what's his face?
Yeah, I'll say you guys had a chance to give a little like sup, and like Taz has messaged you guys a little bit and probably would just indicated like it's the husband, and you guys went to the study.
Okay.
Definitely, if anybody else spots this, there may definitely be some rumors going around about Eliphas hooking up with a supermodel at his wife's party. He doesn't seem concerned, so.
I mean, I saw her with the Minotaurs, so I don't know.
That's true. She was definitely dancing with the Minotaurs
She was
all
extremely
night.
busy with the Minotaurs.
But yeah, so you would know that they've gone into the study.
Okay, I guess while that's also going on, I'm just keeping an eye out for any of that weird crappery dude that might be appearing on the walls.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana check, let's say.
Oh, this ain't gonna go well.
Just shaking things up.
Yeah.
Making roll.
That really did not go well.
That's only an 8 for me.
Okay.
That is a 6.
You believe that there's probably something happening. You're not noticing it. Taz did say it's just completely random, so who knows? But you're on alert for it. The more alert you guys are on the lookout for that. The lower the DC will continue to get to try to spot it happening now that you kind of know what you're looking for.
Gotcha.
Fun facts. Modify your DC when people have information. Follow me for more pro GM tips.
Yes.
Hot tips and tricks.
Do it.
Do it.
Great. Let's pop downstairs real quick.
So sorry.
It's back already.
30 minutes in.
Screw it.
We made it 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's all good. Let's pop back downstairs to Sloan and Gemma. I'm just gonna kind of rearrange these for my brains. Sloan and Gemma, you're downstairs. You're downstairs. There's all this partying happening. People are getting wild, probably because there's so much weird stuff in the punch. You're dancing very. You're probably dancing fine. She is dancing very like self-consciously. Again, very much that like someone who is dancing with you to be polite but does not want to be dancing sort of vibe.
Well, I think as we
And you have gotten all these
start
messages.
to, as we start to like dance, the request for something more formal comes through, and I'm like, okay, cool, great, awesome, and I'll offer my hand to Priscilla.
Yeah. There is a sudden vibe shift as the DJ is like, and now we're gonna take it down a notch, and it goes into something that is a little more classical, still with a sick beat under it. But
Awesome.
we're Pirates of the Caribbean waltz dubstep edition. So.
I want to find that.
You can take the hand and you can step into a little bit more. This is also, allows you to get a little bit closer to be able to have more of a private conversation. A lot of people also kind of like, people who that is not their scene are going to kind of move off and go do the snacks and the drinks thing while this song's happening.
Great.
Before anybody asks, Caden works his way up to the group of the like debutantes.
That
and
was my thing.
Just
I was
sort of
gonna be like,
generally
little gentle
offers.
nudge. Go.
Yeah, you see a cute little half elf girl takes him up on it.
Yeah.
And they go dance in a corner.
Beautiful.
Adorable.
I'm gonna just like slow dance my way toward the probably crones.
Yeah, you had to check out what's going on over there.
They look fascinating.
But yeah, you got this information.
You're just gonna join them.
As I am dancing with Priscilla, I do want to keep an eye out for that phenomenon, but I'm mostly focused on Priscilla. I'm not here to blow your cover or anything. We're on a job. Not Golden Vault job. But we haven't seen you in a long time. Are you okay?
You hear in your head, probably a message.
Mm-hmm.
You're not here for the vault.
No?
Well, you're here for the ball.
Who are you working for then?
The guy who lives here?
Lord Adular?
Yeah. He thinks something's wrong with his wife.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm also not here for the vault, and I'd prefer they didn't know I was here.
Okay. We gotta talk.
We'll see if there's an opportunity for that.
All right.
Let me know if I can help you with whatever it is you're doing.
Have you seen the lady of the house?
I heard a rumor that she was in the parlor. That was going to be my next place to check, but given the time, I would imagine at that exact moment, suddenly, like, the music screeches to a halt, like, full-on record scratch screeches to a halt. Snow flurries swirl, magical snow flurries swirl through the ballroom, like, wrapping everyone up in these tendrils of snowy magic. You see glowing icicles, like, descend from the ceiling, like, making one massive chandelier. All of the, like, windows suddenly frost over with, like, beautiful patterns of ice and snow. It's this huge production quality one. And there is, like, a big kind of booming, as though doors are getting thrown open, even though there are not doors there. Everybody turns and you see stepping into the hallway this tall, elegant, lavender-skinned woman with white hair that's sort of like done up in this like crazy updo that's decorated in snowflakes and icicles, wearing this like deep purple shimmery dress that then has this effect like it's been dragged through the snow and is creating all of these swirling patterns of frost on it. She kind of appears right here and like steps in wearing a massive diamond on a chain at her throat, walks in and basically just does one of these, like doesn't even say anything. It's just a like, hello, I have arrived gesture. The entire ballroom erupts into applause as the DJ drops the beat and like kicks up the party music again. Immediately people start swarming towards her. And you can see there, even without any sort of like check or anything, you can just tell like she is very much doing that like, yes, thank you, I'm the host, like acknowledging people, but clearly not like, this is very much a like, you are all beneath me move. Does not seem to match with the things you have heard about Zorhana and like the stories you heard from like the staff about how much she and her husband seem to like care about their staff, how much they make this big party thing or whatever. Like this definitely seems much cooler and much more haughty than the impressions you have gotten of her previous behavior or stories you have heard from the previous parties. So
does anything weird happen with all of the magic that she does? Do I see any?
Everybody give me perception or arcana as this whole effect happens.
Ooh. 22.
22?
13 Arcana.
Okay.
11 Arcana.
Okay.
I can't see this, despite.
Oh, you're still. You're.
I'm not there.
No, you're still up in the room. That's
Passive perception is 18.
great. Huey and Verity, you see, as like all these swirling effects happen, like on the walls, whatever stuff, you see almost like a flash, like you get like almost like an overlay of like cracks in the walls, some sort of like glittering magical crack, and it's almost like a blink if you miss it, sort of just like flashes a couple of times and then disappears. Gemma, you're too focused on watching Caden and...
Oh, no. I'm focused on the...
No, sorry, you're focused on the cone. You're right. You're focused on this trio of sketchy supermodels that are either here to steal your gem or here to steal your job. Either way, not going to happen. And you're just like distracted by the exactitude of Priscilla's timing with that is a little bit like, wow, that was... Oh yeah, this is what you do for a living. So, yeah, you have found the lady of the house.
Great. Yeah, that's yeah. Cool.
Yeah, you're still kind of dancing with Priscilla, and she just sort of like sighs very deeply. She's like again, like everything is perfectly like kind of haughty and stoic or whatever, but you could just like hear the like exhale from her.
Oh, we got a Tina Belcher exhale there. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of be dancing with Priscilla and also mention to her, yeah, we think it's that big ass fucking diamond on her that's the problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
She acquired it when she fought some crones.
Oh,
A night hag?
Yeah, stealing from hags always never comes back around to bite you. Never been a problem.
Never ever. So we're trying to figure that out. Did you message us about the simulacrum thing?
I want to say yes.
We can say that everything that Eliphas told Taz has been broadcast to the group, unless there is anything that Taz would specifically want to hold back. So yeah, you guys would have heard that Eliphas has proposed that it could be a simulacrum.
Okay. Also, what's with the axe breaker dude?
You're not working for the Golden Vault, and neither am I. Not tonight, anyway.
Okay.
If you want it, he is single. If you want his number, just say.
No, I'm
I wasn't sure what your whole thing was.
In
so
a
I don't want-
situationship?
Ah, yes.
Yeah. It's a little weird.
No judgment. You haven't met my family. Some of you have met my family. Like, I can't really, no judgment.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just say we don't see each other very often.
Long distance really works for some people.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes. Some people.
Some people it works.
Yikes.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I'm just monitoring the whole situation with Zorhana and trying to figure out an inn. That's what I'm looking for.
Great. Cool. Taz, although you are like up and out of the room, I'm gonna say that you catch up enough of the like noise and everything outside that you can kind of look at Eliphas and he's just like, that sounds like a grand entrance.
Gemma's just like train of thought.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's a good dress. Oh yeah.
That's rock.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's a huge
Taz,
diamond.
it's bigger than your head.
Are we gonna need a forklift?
Maybe.
I do have I can ask for a handy haversack if you need something to put things in.
Great. Yeah. Taz pulls out like her brought from home shopping bags. Like, no, it's okay. She's like loading.
Yeah, just scooping things.
Like, I got it. Don't worry. I brought my own bag.
Yeah. Oh, that's very ethically responsible of you.
Very
Now
eco-friendly.
pay me 5 copper. I brought my own bag.
There was a coin pouch around here somewhere. I'll have to, because he starts patting pockets again.
Taz moves on. Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle.
Great. Gemma, you head over towards these suspicious supermodels.
Yeah, I'm gonna supermodel up to the supermodels and just like do a little like vain laughter.
Yeah, you're just gonna
Hi, how are you? This is so boring, right? I mean, like, it's cool now that she's here, but like,
synchronized turn and look, and then almost like a
So
beat
creepy.
too late. They all like. It's like you see the loading screen of, oh, right, we're supposed to interact with people. And then they all just like synchronize, like, yeah, so boring.
I would like to drop the glamour on the mother eye
Okay.
and just like wink at them and then re-glamour.
Oh, okay.
On the purple side.
The purple side.
The two, because this is like, I believe we said is like tall elven man with like half elf woman, human woman, but they're all like blonde and whatever stuff. The two on the flanking don't seem to clock anything. They're too busy being like, ha 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 ha, so boring, am I right? The one in the middle like is laughing and like you get that like ha 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 for like just a moment.
Great.
And you, I think, yeah, rolled high enough. You see for a moment after you wink, also drops a glamour, and you see a quick flash in his eyes.
Great.
Yeah.
It's so lovely to meet you.
Yeah, so great to meet you too. Oh my god, do we know you from somewhere?
I mean, maybe. Were you at one of the parties, I don't know, a few months back?
We don't get up to the parties in the Feywilds much.
Yeah, it's hard in the wilds, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
The other two start to pick up on the fact that like the middle one is not synchronized anymore. It's a little bit out of sync, and so they know something's up, but they did not catch that. So
Great.
they're all super good. You see behind this conversation, or at the other side of the table, Adira just looks increasingly uncomfortable. Is also doing a lot of like, ha ha ha, yeah, oh my god, but like clearly knows that they do not look like they're supposed to be interacting with you guys. They are not disguised as a supermodel. They should not be here. Now that you're up close though to Adira and everything, can you go ahead and give me? I think it's an Arcana check, but I'm going to Arcana or History, something like that. But double your proficiency and roll with advantage.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go history,
Okay.
and that's gonna be a 25.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's not in the spot that I thought it was, and I need to confirm. Great. You look at Adira, who you know is in disguise also. You are now close enough that you get like a really good look at that ring that Verity told you about. You immediately recognize that ring is a hag's eye.
Great. I'm just gonna relay that to the group chat.
I knew it! I knew it!
So
crap.
you're quite sure that Metal has been hired and sent ahead to help them scout so that they can have literally eyes in more places.
Great. Vain laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taz continuing to hate this more and more with every message.
Taz is really like.
Taz, I'm networking for you. Don't worry.
Study. That's fine. Oh, no! Oh no! Do I understand Dave's problem now?
Suddenly I'm less mad at him. I get it.
No.
Delightful. Cool. Let's pop back upstairs for a minute. You have wrapped up in the study. You have the spell book, and various other trinkets and treasures and coins and a shopping bag full of books, I guess. I think, truly, I think what Elphys is, like, one point he will just reach up because he's significantly taller than you. He will just pull one big, like, tome off the top and just be like, nobody uses this, just, like, sell it. It'll get you, like, 300 gold on the market.
Okie dokie.
He's like, oh no, it's some like weird bullshit history of like the outer planes. Like nobody here studies the outer planes, so I don't know if that's a special interest of yours or anything.
Not particularly, but I got a bunch of weirdos who would love it. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to make any money off of this copy unless I really wrangle one of my actual friends. So.
Yeah, you know.
TBD. Maybe I'll get an orphan out of it.
They're not for sale, Taz. I keep telling you.
It's not a sale, it's a trade.
They just follow me around. I don't know what to do about it.
Then you just gotta get one to follow me around.
Well, you gotta be nice to them. You gotta like them.
Jesus.
I do like them. I like them, and they're
Jesus.
very tiny little fingers that can get into all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yes. This orphan's named Bart. Short for Bartholomew? No, Barter.
Yeah.
Oh god.
One small child is worth its weight in gold in my business.
It's not a lot of gold.
They're getting paid. And life skills. That's just an education.
And a union, maybe?
No union
They're
at Taz's
united
bar.
in their hatred of me.
I was just saying, we did establish they do all get paid. They are not allowed to form a union
Yeah.
at Taz's bar. You are able to slip out of the study. Where would you like to go next, and or would you like to ask Like you can. He was gonna tag along with you unless that becomes a problem for you operating subtly. But he is kind of at your disposal. Huey and Verity are also both up here. I think I have to double check what room is what. Where's my map?
That one.
This is where.
Yeah. This is. Yeah, I'll just look at your map. That's
Yeah.
I think like Horace has
Mingle is.
walked you over to the balcony, Huey, because you were also kind of playing like spot the people. So I think you guys have kind of just been up at the balcony. She's been pointing out little things. When the magical effect happens, she sort of like whispers excitedly about like, it's like, oh, I love seeing the new patterns every year. You know how snowflakes are unique, and so they try to also make the magic unique every year. There's a different subcolor and everything. Kind of is explaining this sort of stuff. There are some other folks up here, so. Like, if you need to kind of pass her off to move away, she will easily find other people to chat with.
Yeah. Sorry, did Taz and Eliphas leave the room yet, or?
They're coming out of the room. You guys are kind of over at the balcony. Verity's also kind of over at the balcony. So you guys have kind of connected and exchanged some info.
Okay, so do I spot Taz then?
Yes, you're all aware of each other.
Yeah. So excuse me for one moment. I need to go see a good friend of mine real quick.
Oh, no, no, of course, I've monopolized so much of your time, and I should go find some of my friends, too.
No problem. I appreciate the tour very much, Matt.
Of course. Anytime. Come find me if you want to dance later.
Of course. I shall not leave you hanging.
Yeah, she, I think actually, she will, she heard the big kerfuffle. She knows more people are there, so she's gonna head back downstairs to go find some of her other friends.
So I walk over to Taz, as they come, I was like, my good friend Pearl.
Question mark?
Hi. How is it going? She just kind of pulls you over and just like, it's cool. He gets it. He knows.
I'll follow along.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Hello.
The lightest of introductions. This is Ilphus. These are my associates.
Wonderful.
There's another group of people here looking to get the jewel off of your wife. Are you aware of that?
What? No, I only hired one team. And Feifel's very efficient at his job. He wouldn't double booked.
All I know is the one Adira. It's the name she's using.
I do remember that name from the invitations, yes.
A tiefling named Mettle, Mettle. She appears to be with another group of people, and they're looking for to get the jewel.
Well, I don't like that at all.
Giggling with wild abandon with other Taz.
All right. Do you need me to
Twittering.
get involved in that?
I don't know who they're working for. So that is
Well, I would very much like to know who they're working
same.
for.
Because I know, like, I've had past dealings with, or the Countess has had past dealings with Metal.
Oh, you're the Countess's man.
Yes.
Understood.
So if
Gotta know. Okay, sorry. Good.
So if necessary, I suppose we could get them kicked out, but I think we would like to maybe learn some more information from them first.
Well, if you reach a point at which you need them removed from the premises, just let me know, and I would be happy to find a reason.
Perfect.
In the meantime, I have given your associate here access to every part of the house that I have access to. I think at this point it's...
She holds up the keys. She's like, what?
I can answer... I am happy to attempt to answer more questions. I've told your associate about as much as I can figure out about the deal with my not wife. Would really like to find where my actual wife is. That would be great. I still think it has something to do with that jewel. She won't let me get close enough to do anything about it, but go to town, honestly.
I think we got a plan for that. Which reminds me, I tap Taz real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Give you non-detection.
Perfect.
So basically, you cannot be detected by scrying or any divination magic.
Ooh.
Excellent.
And while I'm at
I just like that autocorrect always changes scrying to crying. No, but maybe.
what magical tears.
Yeah.
Taz, you feel like you can be, in a sense, even more unnoticeable than normal.
Can I make even more unnoticeable?
Sure.
While I'm at that, I'm using my last level 3 spell slot to also use Enhance Ability on Verity and Taz.
Nice.
And I shall use Cat's Grace on them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Super Dex.
So yes, you both have advantage on dexterity checks. Also, you don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less.
Hey, and I know how tall up that balcony is.
Yeah, you do. Note to self, make all balconies 25 feet.
Why did it have to be 21?
Fine for the first 20. That last foot's a doozy, though. It's not the falling that I'm afraid of. It's the landing.
Yeah.
Great. Cool. Yeah, y'all are very buffed up now. Not as buff as Elephas, but
That would be difficult to do.
yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, good. I didn't use the one I wanted to use. Okay. All right. So whenever you get going this, I'll try to distract the entire audience. You just snatch it off her, and we'll be all good to go. Where are we going?
Excellent. First, we maybe want to. We looked around in the study to see if there was any sort of clues as to how to get into the vault, because there's the code we have to crack in there. Didn't really find anything. I didn't. Oh, Taz casually pulls out the wizard's spell book. It's like, I didn't look through this, but I was also a little afraid to.
Would I happen to have any historical knowledge of said book of magic?
Give me a history check.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, stop.
Siri, don't know anything about this history.
Ooh, this dice does not like me.
Let me just look that up for you, boss.
So that is a
No.
9.
Great. 9. You can tell just by looking at it that it is clearly a wizard spellbook, much like Taz was kind of able to tell. Like, it looks very full, which implies to you that this is probably a fairly experienced wizard who has a lot of spells that they have accumulated. What this also tells you is it does answer a strong question for you, which is that it looks like Zorhana is a learned spellcaster, not an innate one. She is probably a wizard, not a sorcerer. For whatever use that information is, which it might be. I don't think you have any specific knowledge of like this specific book. Again, based on like it's covered in like white winter fur and it's got kind of like snowflake iconography on it. You have picked up very clearly that Zorhana's whole thing is like winter themed, winter solstice, all this stuff. So it seems very like, and I mean, and Eliphas has clearly been like, that looks like my wife's. So this is her spell book. All three, like both of you would notice the same thing that like Taz kind of noticed, which is at a party like this where she is hosting and there's a ton of strangers in here, it is like, while it was technically locked up, it is very strange that she would not be carrying this spell book with her, especially when there isn't really a security system. It sounds like she and her husband kind of are their own security system. They're not hiring in guards or like setting up alarm spells or things like that. So the fact that you've got a wizard running around at a raucous, drug-filled Feywild party without her spellbook seems odd at the mildest.
So that doesn't seem good.
No. It's kind of weird, kind of bad.
So if it was a simulacrum, would that lend to that theory? Maybe.
Give me an Arcana roll to see how much you know about a simulacrum.
Not much. Let's see. I'm rolling like shit. That's only a 12.
Don't worry, it just means in the back half you'll get all the good
Yeah.
rolls. Only a 12. You don't. No, this is not the stat block I want. God damn it.
This is not the stat block you're
you're
looking
looking
for.
Excuse me. I need other flavor text so that I can tell you what you might know about this thing.
Bam.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Emerald.
You're welcome.
Honestly, you don't
Entirely.
remember a whole lot about simulacrums. That's not really the type of magic that you and your circle
Yeah.
dabble in. You do remember one. I'm going to say you do remember one weird thing because I think it's really interesting for this to be the random thing that you remember. You do know that the thing that is required to make a simulacrum, this is probably why you remember it because it's weird, is a pile of ice or snow.
Okay.
You're like, for whatever reason, like that weird factoid
Yeah.
from, some job you did where you had to like fake a bunch of magic knowledge. Like that was one of your weird factoids that you just happened to remember. But
So,
We may want to be extra careful when unhooking this jewel.
yeah, I mean, with all of the boosting and doubling down we've done, hopefully she won't immediately notice. But given what everybody's saying about it, she might notice that she's suddenly, I don't know, 15 pounds lighter.
This is where you have to swap.
If it's, I mean,
I'm sorry, I forgot my 3D printer.
I mean, if you want to pull a swap, I can hand you an equivalently shaped and sized jewel. If like we've got tons of them just lying around.
I mean,
Sorry, I can't be clear enough. My wife was an adventuress. She has so much fucking treasure in this house.
I wish this place wasn't in the Feywild because I would live here.
We've got lots of spare rooms that we can just sort of magically add on. So if you ever want to come visit, like, you're welcome as my guest. If we survive the night, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Live, love, loot.
I'm embroidering that for you for your house now. That's the most Christy thing I've ever heard. Great.
Taz is having a mental break.
So are the rest of us. It's fine.
No kidding.
Um,
Great, yeah. Everyone's favorite stage play, Indiana Jones, where he takes the thing.
Yes, no, I love that one.
It's a spectacular trick.
Also, though, I'm just going to throw out there that, like, in my experience handling magical jewels, probably, like, I mean, no one would actively wear something that was going to, you know, give them a herniated disc, so it's probably not as heavy as it looks. But I don't know. Again, I've never been allowed to handle it.
Action.
Have you been to Glitz?
yeah.
That's where he got his very well-tailored suit from. Everybody knows Glitz. He had to really fight with him to not have it bedazzled, though. Great. Okay.
All right.
So you guys want to head downstairs to main part of the party? You want to bust into the bedroom and...
I mean, I feel like while everybody's still occupied, we should still do a bedroom search again.
The main bedroom?
Yeah.
The bathroom.
Well, yes,
The main
we're progressively getting to the bath. The bathroom has all the magic things that I don't know how to get through yet.
We can help with that.
I mean, I would never bust up your bump and grind, but yeah. While everybody's occupied downstairs, if we can sweep the bedroom,
Great.
then to the bathroom, one step at a time, Gemma.
Yeah, you guys, Eliphas is basically going to be like, why don't I go keep an eye on things to make sure she doesn't, like, slip off somewhere else?
Great.
You'll have fun. It's that key. He points to the key ring, and then he will head downstairs.
Should I start distracting people downstairs right now, or just to lead it in and then do the super distraction after you guys are ready?
They're fairly distracted for...
I guess if we need a bigger distraction.
Yeah.
If you're already down there, it might help. But I don't know if we need one right now.
Not quite yet. Yeah, I think if the three of us go in and do a quick look-see around, we might be able to clear this out pretty quickly.
Good idea.
And then we can develop a plan amongst all of us.
Yeah.
Which may require large distraction.
Great. You guys head into the bedroom. Everything in this lavishly decorated bedchamber is overseen by more of these massive paintings. This looks kind of familiar to you because you went into the art gallery that, like, Horace showed you around. It's more just like massive, beautiful paintings in huge, ornate, gilded and jeweled frames all over all of these things. I have to double check that thing. You guys come in with the key, so doesn't trigger anything super sketchy. The ownership of the key indicates that you are supposed to be here. So as soon as you walk in, one of these paintings that is like, looks like a kind of a forest with like a sunbeam shining into it, a lot of very Bob Ross play of light and dark. You see that the spot in the forest that seems to have the sunbeam suddenly like reforms itself into the shape of a like reindeer made of woven branches and bright leaves, and just immediately goes, "Oh, hello, visitors. I am Oak, personal assistant to the Lady Zorhana. How may I be of assistance?" Like, from the painting.
Yep. Really thought I was gonna have to punch the reindeer. This is like, seriously, Taz is like, I don't understand. Is this just how things go in the Feywild?
Yes.
I don't get it.
Don't eat anything.
I'm so
Don't eat anything.
we're actually
She asked us to come take a sweep, look
Yeah.
around. She think
Oh, of course. If I can be of any assistance, let me know. I can inform you of any of her schedule, although she is allowed to change it on her own.
she shouldn't be.
yeah. It seems like she's extremely downstairs right now, so we're not too worried. Seems like she's having fun at the party.
Yes, at this point, she should be probably making the rounds of the grand ballroom.
Yeah.
Perfect. What's she doing after that?
I believe after her rounds of the grand ballroom, she will probably continue making cycles through the rest of the house, visiting the parlor and the dining hall, perhaps the grand courtyard if people have gathered out there for the fireworks. She will then make another turn around the grand ballroom, and usually around midnight, she returns to her room to trance.
All right, so we have till midnight.
Well, I don't know if she'll be trancing tonight. She hasn't been talking to me as much the last 2 weeks, and her husband's been sleeping in the guest bedroom, so I'm not sure what's going on, but I suspect there might be some sort of, how would you put it, difficulties that they're working out.
Wow, this personal assistant kind of sucks. Like blabbing all this information.
This is the perfect.
I could have made it harder. You guys could have rolled for shit.
I have a plus 12 deception. I think we were.
Yeah, we got a lot of liars here. It's fine. Wow. As this conversation is occurring, Taz is going throughout the room looking at stuff and just continuing to jabber. Wow. Oh, she's not talking to you as much lately? Did that happen around the time that they started getting prepped for the party?
Yes, it's unusual. Normally she tells me all of her plans for the party, and she's been very quiet about it this year. It seems peculiar since literally my only job is to keep track of things for her. Like lists and calendars.
Oh, no. Has she been tracking that with someone else?
You see the equivalent of a horrifying realization roll through the eyes.
It's basically hurt his feelings.
As he suddenly wonders if maybe she has found another assistant. And then he just goes, I
buddy.
don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was just curious.
No,
It's
I
a
know.
lot to plan, so I'm surprised if she's trying to keep it all in her head.
No,
you know?
me too. That's a
Yeah.
very... I mean, I suppose it's possible if she needed a more mobile assistant. I'm pretty much stuck here on the wall, as you can see.
Has there been anyone that's joined her staff in the last 2 weeks?
Not that I'm aware of. But I don't handle HR. That would be Oren, the head of household.
Yeah, we love Oren. Oren's great. Is there anything else in this room that's going to start talking to us?
In the bedroom, no.
Great.
It's just oak. You see that on his frame there is like a beautiful like gilded like the little like nameplate or whatever that just says oak.
Yeah.
So
You know, I actually do have one question.
Yeah.
So, say you do need to, reach. Sorry, I had a bug in my throat.
We told you stop eating.
Oh, are they serving crickets downstairs? That has been an appetizer in the past, but I don't know that they were particularly popular after the Thrykeen delegation came through and was quite offended.
Yeah, I'll do
But-
it.
So, say you did need to tell her something. How would you reach out to her?
Oh, I do not reach out to her. She comes and checks in with me. I am simply a repository of information.
Buddy.
We love that for us. Does she have
This is a small painting. You could, in fact, take half along and take it with you if you wanted. This is a carryable painting.
All right. Tells me how malleable do you think this guy could be if we, I don't know, break his loyalty real quick? I mean, that'd be crazy if she was like using someone else. God, oh my gosh, she could have like a whole lawsuit if she was like hiring somebody else who had like a different skill set. That's rough.
Yes, I have been hearing, I have heard stories that other members of the household were considering unionizing. I am a construct, so I don't know if I qualify.
I'm sure they could have a separate union for that. I've got some friends who could actually really look into that for you.
Oh,
I could take you to them.
fascinating. He blue screens for a minute. Trying to process what that means.
If you could see the notes that we're passing over here, which
Oh,
are like,
this after dark's
do
gonna
we
be
need-
wild.
Do we need a new assistant at the shop?
Information.
Yeah, that'd be adorable.
Between Siri and Oak, just covering all your bases. Cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
As you're wandering around, I'm going to assume you'll probably like peek into the bathroom. It's right there.
Yeah,
As
we're
you,
just doing a quick visually good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Looking
I mean, like again, like you don't necessarily the paintings like he's like a woven reindeer. He has eyes and features and stuff. You don't necessarily know how much he's actually like cognizant or conscious or whatever, in that sort of way of like tracking what you're doing. Even if he is weirdly chatty. As you peek into the bathroom, you do see that there is, let me find the thing. Yeah. There is a porcelain bathtub against one wall. There's 2 tables stacked with clean towels, tons of scented bars of soap, perfumes, bottles, all this sort of stuff. And then at the back of the room, you see a staircase that leads up into almost like a little like turret area. Standing in front of the staircase, blocking it, is a massive stone carved reindeer.
That's the reindeer I thought I was gonna have to punch.
Yeah.
Okay.
This reindeer seems less chatty and more mean. He's he's perfectly still. It's just a statue, but just like the expression on his face is a little more aggressive.
You guys hear Taz go, oh.
What?
Yeah.
What?
They don't have security up in the rest of the house, but they do have it in front of the vault, which makes sense.
Okay.
Angie reindeer.
So
Oh.
why do we need to get into the vault again if she was wearing the jewel?
If I had written out my notes, I could totally tell you.
I'm blanking on why we had to go.
I
know the
believe
vault was in
the container was in the vault.
The vault is where the necklace is normally held when she is not wearing it. It is in a vault which is hidden beneath a pool of frigid water in
there could
the
be
bathroom
clues.
turret, guarded by a reindeer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because I don't know what the clasp is like, I don't know what anything looks like, and
Okay.
I don't know if we can really touch it and
So we
be
got to
safe.
get past this reindeer.
That was my assumption. If we don't want to do that, I'm happy to pivot.
I think if we can get past this reindeer, I think.
Okay. Hey. Did we get a name for
Hey Oak, who's your buddy in here?
Oak?
Sorry. Oh, are you referring to the very angry reindeer statue?
Yeah.
We're unfortunately not friends.
Aw, why?
I think he thinks I don't take my job seriously enough.
Oh dear.
Please-
Rude.
That was genuinely accidental.
It's very good.
Thank you. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Oak. That's so rude.
You don't
You're
think-
obviously very dedicated.
You don't think she's replacing you with him, right?
Oh, I hope not. He really only has one setting, which is kick.
we can work with that.
Yeah.
We can work with kick.
Yeah.
I don't think he's particularly good at memorizing details. He knows one word, which is the keyword to deactivate him, which only Zorhana uses.
Oh. Do you
What's
know
that-
what
what's
that
that
word
word?
is? I hope it's stop.
You see that look again. It's almost it's an oil painting, so whatever you want to imagine the effect of an oil painting buffering screen looks like, the leaves
It's
sort
still
of
just
like
the little wheel.
yeah, there we go, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, the leaves of the trees sort of like flicker a little bit like a screensaver for a minute. And then we just loop back around to, hello, I am Oak, personal assistant to
was worth a shot.
the Lady Zorhana. How can I help you?
Okay, can we play a game? If I was to have a scary reindeer blocking all of my stuff, and I had like one code word to use to turn him off, what would I use?
Oh, you would pick something very short and easy to remember, but not particularly easy to guess. Something that you would see and be reminded of all the time, but something that no one else would notice.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what's her favorite word to say when she's up there?
The buffering leaves happen again, and you see, weirdly, the tree reindeer blushes. I don't think I should repeat that.
Well, she did ask us to get something from the turret, but she didn't mention the word, you know.
Oh, that is peculiar. She never sends anyone else up to the turret. Even her husband generally doesn't go there, but I think that's because he probably has his own bathing quarters elsewhere in the house. He's a very large man, and it is a very small tub.
Yeah. As a staff.
This is your comeuppance for bathroom shenanigans early in this campaign. Now this is the recompense.
I just want it filed away that I've committed no bathroom.
You have committed no bathroom
Same.
crimes.
Being
Neither of us
personally
have.
victimized
Yeah.
over here.
None of
Yeah.
us have committed bathroom.
Um,
You committed so many bathroom crimes. You
We
guys.
prevented other people from committing bathroom crimes, like not washing the damn hands.
So Taz is going to stick her head into the bathroom and kind of like look around and see if there's anything that she would use, I don't know, say a short word to represent.
Maybe it's like Rumpelstiltskin. You just have to say his name.
We don't know his name. Did he say his name?
No,
I'm
he
so
didn't.
bad
He
with
said
names.
He was not his friend.
Yeah.
Just look down the hallway. Hey! Is your name Buck?
I'm just double checking. No, so I'm double checking. I'm deciding if this thing activates now or not.
Oh no.
So I'm checking the rules on this. No. No, just no response. You just shout down the hall. You get a little bit of the reverb because you're shouting into a bathroom. It just stands there looking angry.
Angie.
I'm gonna message Taz. Can you see through magical darkness?
She says, unfortunately not.
Okay, that'll be a backup plan.
Yeah.
I can, so we could always stick with me. But
Okay. Good to know. There's no details in the bathroom that
The bathroom honestly looks extremely generic. Very pretty, very full of lots of like fancy bubbles and perfume and shit. But the mirror above the sink is cracked.
Yeah.
there were cracks whenever she came in and did this like magical effect, and there was like I could see like cracks in like the walls and stuff when she did that.
Oh.
I don't know if interesting coincidence.
Okay. Taz is going to carefully step into the bathroom.
You are in the bathroom.
She's going to nonchalantly walk up to the cracked mirror area
Okay.
and take a closer look at the crack.
This just looks like a busted mirror. Doesn't look like there's anything magical about it. It is on like a medicine cabinet sort of situation. So if you open the cabinet,
does she have?
inside the cabinet, you see an array of the less pretty looking. It's the Q-tips, it's the razors, it's the less pretty stuff that you wouldn't necessarily want displayed. You do clock that it does seem to be both his and hers items.
Get the prescription meds.
She's just gonna start listing off all of the items she sees in the cabinet and like looking over at the reindeer and being like, wow, Q-tips. Ooh,
I
look
think
at
he has to be activated first.
look at these
Which is
reindeer. I don't know. Fine. You want to go test this the hard way?
Yeah, you list off a bunch of stuff in the cabinet.
No effect.
No,
Okay,
no
that's
effect,
fine.
no reaction.
Oh, how long has this mirror been cracked?
Oh, I believe that happened a few weeks ago. I believe the master of the house was having trouble maneuvering. As I said, he is a very large man, and this is a normal-sized bathroom.
Okay.
So I do remember one other thing. I could summon my shadow spawny friend from last time, if we can find a way to turn the lights off.
Turn the lights down.
You
mean-
like the
You turn the lights off in the bathroom. The bathroom is now dark.
Great.
All right. Then I shall use my summon shadow spawn to summon. Well, Gary's currently not available, so I shall summon another known as Gareth.
Oh.
There's a lot of Gares in the demon realm.
Sure.
Very dollop coded. I support it. Gareth appears. Which kind of shadow spawn is Gareth?
Fear.
Great.
Amazing.
So when he's in dim light or darkness, he takes the hide action, or basically anytime he's able to.
You just hear you catch like a little like whiff of maybe brimstone or something, and then you just hear like and something scurries into the shadows under the sink.
Taz hates it.
I love me a little guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna check on what Siri's doing real quick.
You pop into Siri. You share thoughts with Siri for a minute as you pop in, and Siri's just going like, "Oh my god, why?" Yeah, you see the other Taz, that you clearly know as Gemma, like having just the most inane like
think I'll
laughter,
message-
everything. You can tell that the group is trying to like move away, and every time they try to like move away, Gemma just somehow kind of like continues to absorb into their group.
I'll message Gemma what I know about the group, or that we don't, that the man at the house isn't aware of them. If you can find out who they're working for.
They're absolutely hags.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll also pass on that if we need to get rid of them, we can have them removed from the premises. We just have to get them. He'll kick them out for us if we.
Oh.
Gemma's like my new best friends. How dare you?
There you go.
If we need to.
It might be worth it. They're definitely here for the glacier.
Oh, well, he's downstairs. He's downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
You can message him,
Yeah.
or he can message you.
Spoilers.
Spoilers: he has message. Everybody in this fucking house has message.
You could probably just go up to him as he thinks you're.
Who
Taz.
is he?
The big guy in the tiny suit.
You look over.
Minotaur.
Well,
Minotaur.
you look past all the shirtless minotaurs with flower crowns, and you see a huge man in a very well cut suit who walks in and immediately kind of gets like swarmed by guests who are doing the same thing they were doing to Zorhana, that very like, oh my god, thank you, oh my, like whatever, very flattery, and he looks just increasingly more uncomfortable.
Great. I'm going to message him
Great.
and say, over here in the corner, these four need to go. As Tazzy as I can.
He will scan around and clock, and I think, look, you can kind of catch his eye and give him a little like, hey there. He just nods. He's already been alerted to the fact that this is going on and that he's looking for a tiefling. There's not a whole lot of tieflings here, so these IDs have made. He will big man part the Red Sea, stride through, and walk up to the table and just like big heavy hand, not like slam it, but just like the heavy hand on the table, and just like, hello everyone, I think we should have a conversation outside if you don't mind. And you see as he says this, his eyes also flash. This is not a glamour, this is his eyes turn animal.
Oh, Taz, you found a good one.
Is that in the group chat?
Absolutely it is.
Who is in love with his wife? He's in love with his wife. He's a wife guy, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. He's the
TBD.
wife guy.
Let me make some quick rolls for a bunch of NPCs to see what's happening with them. Great, cool. These suspicious supermodels do pass the intimidation check, and they just look and start doing it like, what? Us? Oh my god, is something the matter? Oh, like really playing up. They are starting to make a scene.
So just like,
Yeah. They are starting to make a scene. You see that little bit of the facade starting to crack as like the eyes get like real aggressive, and you start to see that little like neck crack twitch that you're close enough to know, like you're like, oh, I think I know what's about to happen here.
yeah.
As he's trying to be very calm and just be like, no, please, if we could just continue this outside. They are very much starting to make a thing out of it. Sloane, you've probably picked up on a lot of this. You're catching this in the group chat. You see this starting to happen and the scene starting to happen with a bunch of people you've had your eye on. You see Zorhana starts to move toward this to figure out like what the fuck is going on that is disrupting the vibes. You feel Priscilla tense up a little bit next to you, and you get another message from her that's just like, all right, though this is going to get ugly. What do you need me to do what you need to do? I think we need to be ready to all, as the kids say, GTFO.
Did I say that?
I don't know. The only children I interact with are those orphans that live in your place, and I haven't been there.
Is that
in
a new
while.
one? I haven't heard that one before. I would like to have sent Theo
Sure.
toward Zorhana.
Great.
If possible, I have to make an attack roll for this.
Okay.
But I want to, if it seems like she's going to start attacking anybody that I know, I want Theo to try to like get within touch range.
Okay. Yeah, he can be like kind of right up over. Is he? What form is he currently?
He's a snake.
He's a snake. Okay, great.
Snake, very mechanical snake.
Cool. He is just making his way around. He's easily able to navigate. So he is just making his way toward her, basically ready to like hitch a ride on the train of her skirt.
Great, perfect.
And just like get up in touch
cool.
range.
To say, well, I don't know why you're here, but if it's not to fight with a bunch of hags and possibly a
The
simulacrum,
hags?
yeah.
Oh, this is about to get very exciting. Strap in, everyone.
All right.
You see, she kind of goes quiet again, but like that clear sense of like whatever, and you see just almost instantaneously her dwarven date like appears next to you guys. So she probably messaged him.
Hi, buddy.
He just sort of waves. Flips open his jacket a little bit, starts reaching into pockets and pulling out these like little like almost mechanical contraptions. And he seems to start like screwing something together. You're enough of a tinker. You recognize it looks like this is how he has probably smuggled in a much more aggressive, unceremonial weapon that he's like quietly assembling in case he needs it.
Yeah.
This scene is getting bigger. Do you want to interfere?
I just want to.
Yeah.
I want to just group chat, and I will include as I see like Sloane and Priscilla shifting.
Yeah.
Include Priscilla in that of
Right.
like kill the ring.
Kill the ring.
Priscilla makes eye contact with you, and you just hear in your head, duck? Gemma Perlopal, whatever we decided their group name was. Gemma, ducks.
Pearl.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Pearl.
Pearl. You see the person that you all know is Gemma. Those of you who are watching, at least. You see Gemma suddenly drops down as Priscilla, like, just, like, casually, it's almost like she's doing a hair flip, and suddenly she's got this massive silver bow that she pulls off her back, and arrow apparates out of nowhere, and she shoots it directly at Adira's hand.
Kill the ring.
Great.
It's gonna help us.
3 arrows, rapid succession. 2 go right over Gemma's head, and the last one hits Adira in the hand. Adira screams. Everybody else at the table screams. A bunch of guests start screaming. Priscilla puts a hand on your shoulder, goes, "You probably shouldn't be seen with me again. Good night." And like fades into the crowd as just chaos ensues. And that, my friends, is where we're going to take our break.
We're going.
Stick around. We're going to be back real quick so we can figure out what this means for the rest of this horrible night. See you in a minute. Welcome back to Quest and Chaos. We have just kicked off. We have moved from a ballroom blitz to murder on the dance floor tonight here at the party at Paliset Hall. When last we left off, a disguised Priscilla had just shot the ringed hand of our known con artist Tiefling in order to try to destroy the Hag's Eye ring that she's been identified as wearing. And now chaos has descended upon the party. A lot of party guests are screaming and flailing in that, like, we don't know how to function way. A lot of people, cannot stress this enough, are very doped up right now. Many people have passed out in corners, which might have something to do with the freaking cave juice as well as just, like, the extreme amount of drugs and alcohol that is in this party. We're in the Feywild. Everything is drugs. Kids don't do drugs. This is exactly why. You won't be able to defend yourself when hags invade a party. Currently, Taz, Verity, and Huey are upstairs. You don't know exactly what happened, but you know something just happened. Because you hear the absolute eruption
I probably
of chaos.
saw it.
You were so you definitely see it. You can narrate it to the other two and be like, oh my god, you guys.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Sloan, you see it. Gemma, you saw about half of it because you ducked when you were told to and did not get hit with magical arcane arrows. Let's go ahead and roll some initiative. I don't know how long it's gonna last or matter, but it might.
Smells not good.
I need to roll for some of my people too.
Keep rolling so low.
Yeah, that wasn't very high.
Great. I don't have enough d20s, so we'll start with this.
Okay.
And then I'll plop in my last person. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
17.
18.
Great. 15 to 10.
11.
Taz, what'd you get?
5.
Sloan?
9.
Okay, great.
Wait, I think I'm... What'd you roll? 17?
Yeah, he was before me.
Sorry, that was just me grabbing them with the wrong hands. Great. That was a 19 for Priscilla. A 19 on the die plus her insane initiative. And then we can see where.
Oh, do we get advantage on this check because we have Cat's Grace?
Oh yeah, Taz.
Oh!
Tasmary, if you want
That's
to.
20.
Okay. Oh, good job.
24.
24. Okay, that matches Priscilla. So we'll move. Sorry, grab the wrong one. And would you get
13.
13?
I've only moved up 1.
It's fine.
You're
I'm
fine.
just in the
You're
bed.
still here. Other people rolled lower than you.
All by myself.
Sorry, Sloan. What was your number?
9.
9. Great. Okay, you
Get in the jump.
you're in there.
No, I'm the loopy one.
Goodall!
It's your turn. It is your turn.
Is my turn?
No.
Oh.
It's your turn. It's your turn to be the loopy one. It's
Oh,
not your
okay.
turn.
No,
Okay.
you rolled so low, you just get to go ahead, go first.
Okay. The way we are going to do this is that I have rolled certain specific people or groups in that are going to be active participants, and then we're just going to say at the bottom of each round, I'm going to roll to see how the crowd responds, and that's either going to be a help or a hindrance to you guys. We're going to basically just do it as a luck roll. I will have one of you roll it. If it is a high roll, if it is a 10 or higher, whatever the crowd does, and I will let you guys flavor this how you want, is going to help you guys. If it's a 9 or lower, it's something that hinders you guys.
Clever. I love it.
Great. That's how we're going to kind of handle that. And again, if you guys all bail out of the crowd almost immediately, it's not going to matter. This is all going to happen off screen. So conveniently, very first in our order, but just barely because of Verity's very good reroll, is Priscilla. She has kind of faded back from Sloan. She is going to fire another arrow up into the air and shatter some of the magical icicles to just create even more chaos. From wherever she is. We're having Elric move on her initiative. I have paired some people up to make our lives easier. Elric is also going to move on her initiative. Sloan, you're standing near him. He's still kind of near you. You see he takes this, he's like screwed almost like this like staff together. He like smacks it on the ground and a massive kind of spectral warhammer head pops out of the top. And he just like slings it over one arm, looks at you, gives you a little bit of a nod, and just goes like marching in toward where the chaos is happening, ready to throw down. And that's going to bring us to Verity.
I'm gonna lean over to Priscilla and be like, "That's pretty hot."
You look around. She's a distant in the crowd, but she just kind of like, she just gives you the nod like, yep.
I think we established that I was in the Taz. At least Taz. Were you in the bathroom with us as well, Huey? Or are you still in the main bedroom?
I think I was in the bathroom because I was summoning Gareth.
Oh, that's right. Gareth is in here.
Yes. The lights are off. It is not magical darkness. It is just lights are off darkness.
Is there, with the stone reindeer, is there room to like walk past it, or is it like blocking the door?
It is blocking.
Okay.
It looks like it is there to stop people from going past.
Okay, then I'm going to try something. I'm going to say oak out loud in front of the stone reindeer and see if that is the password.
I have to look at the thing. Sorry. You hear somewhere past the reindeer the sound of like stone scraping. You suspect that what you have activated is the trigger for the vault.
Okay.
The reindeer is the security.
In that case, I'm going to Misty Step past the reindeer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'm going to see what happens.
I want this reindeer to have like hinged legs like a toy, so it just goes kick, kick, kick. And
So here's the thing. It tells me a bunch of stuff about how this thing guards and how you can get past it or not. Did not give me anything specific for whether that affects or not. I'm gonna say you are able to look up and see like this like you can Misty Step to the top stair behind this reindeer. When you do that,
Okay.
the reindeer does activate. So you can see You could take like again. We're in lights are off, dark, not magical dark. There's lights are on or in the bedroom, so I'm gonna say you can also kind of see that this thing sort of like activates and starts like rearing up and looks like it's kind of shaking off its I've been standing still too long in preparation to like fuck some shit up.
And then I kick her, sir.
And then I geek her.
And then I kick her, sir. Great. That's Verity's turn. Did you want to do anything else?
That was, I guess, a bonus action.
It was a bonus action. As you let me double check because now that you're up here, you can see this big pool of water. There's a big pool of water. It is 10 feet long, 5 feet wide, 5 feet deep, and it is full of, you can just tell, very cold water.
And then the stone scraping, was that?
As you look down into this perfectly clear pool, you see that there are these like discs that are set into each other in the bottom of the pool that have letters on them, and you see that they are starting to like spin and rotate. They are 5 feet underwater though right now.
Okay.
Give me a quick perception check.
You got it. Nope, that's only a 5.
Okay.
Passive is higher, but I think this probably.
This is an active because you're like actively.
Yeah.
You just start scanning around. You know there's got to be some other component to this.
Okay.
Like, but at the moment you're just
Okay.
like, you're also you're keeping an ear out for that golem, like all this sort of stuff. You haven't found it yet.
Got it. Okay.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
Great. Huey, you are standing in like the doorway of the bedroom, somewhere in there. You've got your little guy, you've got Gareth hiding under the sink, cackling maniacally. You can see kind of the silhouette of this reindeer starting to like activate and look around for the threat.
creepy.
Just don't move. It can't see you if you don't move. Oh, I miss Gary.
What you want to do?
So is the deer like actually looking back towards the vault, or
It is looking around. And I forgot to roll him into initiative, so I'm doing that right now. I have so many things. Sorry, friend.
Oh, thank God. I was worried he's about to
Oh, thank God.
run up and kick me.
Oh yeah. After.
I'm sorry, I was like,
This one's the golem. That's the only one you get to know.
that's fine.
Right, because I just messed up.
I am tempted to see if I can kick this statue's ass.
Can I cast invisibility as my action before I end my last turn?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna do that.
I might piss off some people, but I can do shatter.
I don't have damage from that spell, unlike some people on this channel, so go for it.
Oops.
Oh. Scroll!
If you would like to. I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying, like, I don't care. Go for it if you want to do it.
See.
Shatter.
I feel like I just.
How did you know there'd
cast
be a
shatter.
Quint in this fight?
Huh?
Later. For the after dark.
So yeah, do you think I should give this thing a little...
Go for it.
Go for it. At this point,
Have fun. Everything is chaos now.
I'm gonna tell you, there is one way to deactivate this statue that is not kicking its ass.
Yeah.
And if you guys think of it, go for it. But otherwise, you have been technically told what it is. I don't know if anyone upstairs can do it though. So kicking its ass is not a bad option.
Okay.
Okay. I wish I was smart enough to think the keyword. Unfortunately, I'm
I mean,
method acting
she's
right
The
now.
literally-
golem
just like,
has no keyword. I'm just gonna tell you.
Okay.
The keyword was to open the vault.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Golem does not have a keyword.
I thought there was a deactivation word for the golem.
No.
Okay.
The word is to open the vault. You have figured it out. It is oak. The golem has to be defeated or has to be deactivated by someone who has the ability to deactivate it.
What's the name of the painting again?
Dog.
Oak.
Hey, Oak, it seems that your not-so-pally-pally is starting to rear up unsuspectedly. How do we take care of this?
Oh, the only person he listens to is the lady of the house.
Of course.
explode it.
Right? So, first off, wait, can I have my shadow spirit go first?
Yep.
Huh?
Yep. I was confirming that your shadow spirit can go first.
Okay, shadow spirit, Gareth.
Garrett.
What you gonna do? It's gonna keep happening. So
I'm gonna have him do multi-attack, so he can actually do 2 attacks against it.
You somewhere hear the sounds of shadows becoming sharp. Roll. Do your thing.
Okay.
I don't have his stats, so you're
also because I did
rolling,
level 4 spell, he actually has higher HP than normal. So
Sick.
he's actually at 50.
Cool. You get to track his HP and roll for his attacks. I am only tracking my guys because I got a lot of them.
So that is a. Why don't I know how to add his attack? Ooh. Oh my god, why am I dumb?
Do you find him?
I just realized this doesn't show me what his attack thing is.
If you click him, you should be able to open him in another tab and get his stuff, or it'll tell you what stat block to use for him.
So I see his stats. I see his strength, his dex, his. Okay, I'm going to assume that it is 1d12 plus 3.
That sounds right.
All right, so I rolled a. I'm going to assume it's either strength or dex that I'm adding for his proficiency.
Should tell me that.
It should just tell you. It should.
It really doesn't. Oh no. Eh.
Which spell is this?
Shadow Spirit. It's summon Shadow Spawn.
Mentions challenge.
Attack modifier. Your spell attack modifier.
Ah, cool. So that would be. Oh my god. Ah! So that'd be 3. So that'd just be +1. So that'd be a 13.
You have more than a +1 for your spell attacks.
Well, my modifier, so it'd be
Your modifier's a +7.
+3. So that would be a 15 and a 19.
15 and a 19. Great. Let me get back to. The 19 will hit.
Hooray. Cool. In that case, I believe that is a 1d12. Let me roll that real quick. If I can see what the hell a 12 is. There we go. Ooh. That would be an 8. Plus, I'm going to assume 3.
Great. So that's 11.
Yes.
Cool. Somewhere in the darkness, you hear the sounds of sharp shadows hitting stone.
Gonna make a carving.
Alrighty.
I broke
So-
their hands, but with stone.
It sounded like he has multi-attack, so does that mean he needs to roll again?
I did. That
Okay.
second one.
Oh, great. Okay, the one hits, you do 11. Now it's your turn. What do you want to do?
So, first thing I'm going to do is rage.
Great. Bonus action, rage.
Yeah.
Now you're both angry.
Yeah. And as I do this, a thwippy, spiny tail grows from me.
Oh no.
Thankfully there is a perfect jacket vent in Michael Jacket's in it, so it just appears without damaging
Michael
your beautiful
Jackets.
jacket.
Now it's time to rock! I just clap my hands together and cast Shatter.
Great.
Before telling Gareth to get to GTFO out of the way.
Gareth has already taken his action, so I don't think he can dodge, so he may just have to deal with the consequence.
Oh, I didn't know if he could move
What?
or just general move.
He can move. He will take an opportunity attack.
Ooh.
That I think will miss based on how bad that roll is. What
Hooray.
is my save for Shatter?
It is
You gotta tell me what
15
you do.
Constitution.
Great. I was like, I do not have any. Just
Oh.
so you guys know, read me whatever you're doing. I don't have it pulled up. I've got so many things that I am controlling.
Also, just in case. Oh, and he's at disadvantage because he's made of inorganic material.
You're right. Good call.
Very nice.
Good catch.
Very nice indeed.
Bizarre roll.
Great. That's a Constitution save. He got a math on my end. He got a 14. I
Yes!
believe that fails. How much damage?
That is a 3d8. So let me do that real quick. 1, 2. Where's 3? 3.
Relix to the center of a stone golem.
You know what? Anything's possible in this realm.
3.
Are you?
I see
know.
2 1s. What's the
no.
last one?
2 2s and a 1.
Oh, sorry, 2 2s and 1s. That's 5. an extremely loud noise.
isn't there
Oh yeah. You know what?
No redo. We have an
What do
extra
you have?
action.
I do have Vital Strike though.
What does that do?
Reroll the dice on a single attack or spell.
Great. If you wanna,
Okay, so I'm just gonna reroll all of that.
yeah, burn that card. Burn all of
That's
those.
it. We got these cards. Let's use them.
Much better. That is
I
a
killed someone.
14.
Killed Elric.
Killed Elric. He's dead now, canonically.
No.
Sorry, what was that number again?
14.
14.
14. Thank you. Great. Okay. Everybody hears loud noises coming from the bathroom as the stairs kind of crack a little bit, the bathtub shatters, and this golem takes a bunch of damage.
All right.
Anything else on your turn, Huey?
No, I can't do anything else.
Great. We switch to downstairs where a new burst of guests arrives as the lollygaggers raided us, and I was trying to get through that turn so I could give you a proper entrance. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Your party bus arrived a little bit late, and you walked into the middle of a bitch fight that is happening at this Feywild party. Half the team, not this team, but half the crew downstairs is like drunk and screaming in panic, and the other half is kicking off a massive fight. Gemma, it is your turn.
Okay. Does it look checking the three and the hand? Does it look like the ring was properly destroyed?
It does not look like. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like she hit the ring. It looks like she hit the hand.
Great.
So the hand is pinned to. I don't even think it's pinned next to it. But like the hand's been shot through, so you've got the like. Ah!
Okay. I want to get the ring.
Great, yeah. You guys know now, the Coven, what you see with them is that their glamours are starting to drop. Like, they're like, we're not fucking concentrating on this. We got other shit to do now. We've been made. Yeah, you can go for the ring. How would you like? Do you want to attack? Do you want to do a grapple? Do you want to?
If I can, just like she's freaking out, I just want to grab it off of her.
Let's do this. I'm gonna do it. Let's do a contested dex check.
Great.
She's gonna roll disadvantage because she's in pain and freaking out.
Do you want the change of fate card?
You can gain advantage on it. Yes.
Can
Yes,
I give
do.
the change of fate card?
Yes, I will allow it. That's a good call because she actually rolled pretty high on both of those.
Change your feet.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good she rolled.
All right, give me that ring.
Great. Natural 20. You pluck this ring off her hand, and with a natural 20, I'm going to say that means you still have the rest of your full rest of your turn. You got full action,
Great.
bonus action, movement.
Great.
You got the whole shebang.
Wunderbar.
You also have this ring that you know is a hag's eye. You touch it. It feels bad.
It feels bad, yeah.
It feels bad. And you also feel that weird sense of like, you know, your mother's not here watching you, but also you kind of like get that weird prickle in your back of your mind. Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. Stabbing it.
Yeah, go for it.
Great.
I'm stabbing it.
That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Great. What is my dagger?
Dagger it, babe. You got
It
it.
shouldn't have too many hit points, but who knows? For 5.
Great. It's like, how many HP does a hag's eye have? Is a question that I did not think to ask until tonight.
5e.
That's a great. I don't.
Okay. According to this
It
thing,
has AC 10, 1 hit point, and dark vision. You shatter it.
smooth.
You shatter it. You hear all 3 of these sketchy supermodels that are no longer sketchy supermodels. They are like twisted, contorted night hags shriek in unison.
Would you like me to roll this psychic damage?
Yeah, go for it. I would
Great.
love for you to
They're
roll
also
psychic damage.
blinded for 24 hours.
Amazing. Everybody's super disadvantaged. This fight is a nightmare for me.
That's going to be 17
Gross.
psychic damage.
God.
Yeah, they're not resistant to that, weirdly enough.
Thoroughly demoralized.
And then I'm gonna Misty Step the heck away.
Yeah, you are. You Misty Step into the second wave of latecomers that are arriving as we just got a raid from Dork Tales. Hello and welcome. You just came in the middle of a fight. We were at a drunken Feywild party where a coven of hags has crashed.
Why did you say
and a bunch of
hags?
spies. It's a nightmare. Everything's bad. Don't worry about the fact that our map is not to scale. It's just to represent where people are. It'll only become relevant to scale if people start doing weird shenanigans. Weirder than we normally do. I just figured I should acknowledge that because we've got some mappage happening tonight. It's not to scale, and I'm aware of that.
Map it.
Great. Yeah, you destroy the Hag's Eye and you Misty Step away. Where do you want to go? Are you just going to like the other side of the party? Do you want to go out? Do you want to go up?
I want to go up.
Great. You pop up onto the balcony.
Thank you.
You probably get there in time to high five Taz, who's gonna be running toward the balcony.
As soon as I get my turn.
Yeah, I know. You're almost there. Great. Cool. This is awful for me. It is the Coven's turn.
Oh boy.
Well, they feel silly now.
They were so obvious.
It literally
Synchronized walking.
It literally says in the module they're disguised as 3 elven nobles who they stole invites from, and I was like, I can make this much funnier.
Yeah.
Great, and they all are like super disadvantaged because they're all blind right now. Great, I love this, and I hate this.
3 blind hags.
3 blind hags. See how they run.
I need.
They
Oh,
all bump into each other and fall.
It's very hard to be synchronized when you can't see each other.
you disappeared. Like you didn't disappear, but like you're out of. They don't know where you went.
I balked. I'm not staying there.
No. This. Sorry, no. You did. You bopped to the top.
Up to the top.
They are going to just blindly cast.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No, I think this feels right. They're going to blindly cast lightning bolt.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. So here's what I need. Who's still down? It's Sloan.
me.
It's Sloan. Sloan.
me.
What I need you to do
Yeah.
is I need you to just roll me a d4. We're going cardinal
A
direction.
D4. Okay.
You're gonna roll a d4. If it is a 1, it is going to be in whatever direction hits you.
Yeah.
If it is a 2, 3, or 4, it will be in a different direction, and it will probably hit other people, but it will not hit you. Let me drop a mini really quick to represent the hags.
I will never forgive me if I hit Caden. He needs to find
Oh,
love.
do we need to? We should get some
Don't
more.
give the
We should
DM
get some more
ideas.
representative. Here's your Caden. He
get
can be
that
over
thing.
here.
Oh, can someone move me?
He's a little
to the
here. Here's your
bathroom?
hags. They can be right there. Let me see.
I'm up in
You're
the.
up here.
Yeah, there you are.
Huey's in the bath.
Huey's in the bathroom.
Huey's in the
Taz is about to run out of here.
Taz has been slow rolling it through. Bye, Huey.
Okay.
Gotta go.
All right. Roll me
4.
a 4. Great. It does not go in your direction.
Okay.
We're gonna say, because that would have been a 1, right? But it's
Yes.
a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. It
Adira.
hits Adira, aka Metal.
Wunderbar.
So good.
Amazing.
The irony.
Siri, you just hear her going, oh shit! Dives out of the way.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't say they were here to be smart. Yeah, they just blind cast this into the middle of nothing. Adira gets hit for a bunch of damage. She rolled a 4 on her dex. I'm not tracking her HP because honestly, I don't think anybody cares. She's very hurt. She's got a hole in her hand. Her finger's
girl.
probably broken. She just got hit with the full force of this lightning bolt and got slammed into the wall behind her. People are screaming. Everything's terrible. Taz, it's your turn.
how about you? We gotta go. She busts out of there and is making quick work of getting over that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to double. I do have a bonus action to dash to give me whatever. That
you will
gives
need to
me.
bonus action dash to
Great.
get to the edge of the balcony, but
Okay.
then you can just clean
myself over.
jump down. Yep.
Great.
And based on, if you're just running based on kind of our mini maps, you are going to land directly behind or directly in front of Zorhana. Just because of where I randomly kind of plopped people.
No,
Again,
that's fine.
this is not to scale, it's representative, but I'm kind of following the rules of like who's on what side of the room.
If she has any sort of control over where she lands, if she could land behind Zorhana, that would be
Yeah, I'll say that
Better.
Zorhana has moved enough into the room that you
Great.
can be behind her.
Also, what's his bucket had moved over to the hags.
yeah, that
Elephas.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elephas is over here. Priscilla and Elric have kind of swapped places. Siri's just gonna nope over to the corner here. Like, I don't want to be in this cluster, thank you. Unfortunately, Caden is kind of stuck behind the chaos. Because he's over in debutante corner with his little half-elf date.
Get in the pilot.
Great. Yeah, you land right behind Zorhana and see all this like screaming panic and
yeah. Love it. Full superhero landing.
What are you landing like that?
It's better for my niece.
Okay.
She says, shaking out her busted hand.
what do you want to do?
Oh, I assumed that was my entire action.
You bonus action dash, so you've got an action.
Okay. Well, I love
I
that.
mean, unless you don't want to take it, I'll...
No, I love my actions.
Yeah.
I want to keep my actions. Okay, can I reach up to where her little necky is?
Oh, hell yeah.
Great. Okay, we're gonna just go ahead and very stealthily try and pop that bad boy off.
Yeah, sleight of hand that shit. With advantage, she's hella
Well,
distracted.
and the cap.
And
there's
And
everything.
yeah,
else
I've
going-
got that.
No, there's so much going on. You have advantage
Part
for
of
so
the cards.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Does that smell like a bit needs to get used?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
what
let's
is it? What's
I was gonna say, did you
No, I
roll
mean,
a
if I
me?
throw the bit on it, I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. I believe you.
because
That's Oh, mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is sorry? A bit is a
Plus
six.
D6.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
9. That's it's a 19. That's a 19. We're good. That's 19.
Right?
What do you get? A 6?
Yeah.
6 plus 3.
6 and 3 and 12. Am I dumb?
That's 21.
21. Sorry. See, this is when I say things.
Yeah.
I was like, that
You're
doesn't sound
doing
right.
fine.
You looked at me and asked me for math advice.
Look,
That was not a good choice.
Cal teaches English for a reason.
Yeah.
I know, and I have to know numbers for part of my living, and it's not good.
That's okay.
It's not good.
What is good is that you checked that math because
Great.
with a 21, you beat the DC for her to immediately notice you, which is a DC 20.
Damn!
You reach up and you just like perfect superhero landing. Look at this chaos around you, completely unflapped, and just go do 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 do. Unhook this thing. As you take this thing off her neck, it vanishes from your hand.
No.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh god.
And appears
All right.
in Verities.
God willing.
We'll see. We'll see what happens when we get back up there.
Great. You still have your movement. You
You
have
be surprised if I have my movement.
you have 15 feet of movement left. I did do the math
Oh, okay. Then
because you used movement and a dash. So I think you've got 15 feet of movement left. I'm letting you fall for free because you've got all these bonuses that let you just magically.
I assumed fall didn't really count as
Yeah, I know.
movement per se.
No.
We are. Taz looks around in a panic for something else to steal.
There's lots of panicked people with a lot of very valuable jewelry.
Yeah.
If you want to just gank some stuff.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, she's gonna back up a little bit and get out of the way and kind of like look around for stuff. So she's just gonna kind of get a little bit back from the action, and relay very quickly through the message. It disappeared. I got it off, but it disappeared. What? Everybody, check your pockets.
Yeah, everybody does a quick 3-action pat down, and that is going to move us. No, go ahead.
I want to ensure that is also going to Elephas.
Sure. Yeah. You have added Elvis to your side of the group chat. You've added Priscilla to at least part of your group chat. Yeah. All good. I am trying to find.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I have to have 2 simulacrum stat blocks up to track this dumb thing.
Oh, jeez.
This is no, it's because I need to know what the actual spell is, and then I also need to know the specific stats for this version of the thing. They have them. I just put them in stupid spots because I'm dumb.
No, you're not.
Great. Cool. Yeah, you back off a little bit. You report back to everybody. You sort of fade into the crowd. I'm not gonna have her take an opportunity attack on you because, there are so many people just like ruffling around and everything. Okay. It is the golem's turn. He's going to try to kick at the things. I think the only thing in range is that he can locate is. What is his movement? What can he do? He is in the dark. And he is not smart. He's actively unsmart. He is a programmed construct. So, he is going to... he's gonna kick.
That's what he does.
What do you do?
That's what it does.
Yeah, he's gonna kick. What is Gareth? It does not matter. With 2 natural 20s, he is going to slam down onto Gareth for 40 HP.
Ah, he still has 10 left.
Hey! Gareth's still up. You hear the cackling is a little less. Great. That's the reindeer's turn. Oops. That's all the golem does. That's gonna bring us to another one of my guys. Hold on, please. I should have had this better treed out for a late game fight, but that's fair.
Up to the top is really stuck in my head.
I need.
Sorry.
Okay. First, I need to roll that. Yep. Okay, that's fair. I need Taz to make a Constitution saving throw, along with a bunch of other people that we're not worrying about so much.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Nah, that's fine. That's fine. We're good.
Maybe.
Good thing I picked con as my ability.
Dumb stat.
No, strength is always the dumb stat.
Yep.
No, I think that's
No.
no. I boosted strength too. Don't worry.
Okay.
We have levels now, so I've fixed my
Fix your insufficiency.
garbage hole of strength.
Levels. Wild.
I know.
I
What
did not
is
do that.
your... God damn.
Don't need it.
I can't read
Have
my
you
own
if
stat
you're
blocks to figure
And
out.
I guess
I'm over here with 8 strength.
There we go. Great. What did you get on the con save?
That is a 21.
Oh, beautiful. Great. You are only then going to take half of this once I find it. Great.
Okay, die. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, cool. Great. You're only going to take 16 cold damage as Zorhana turns around and blasts cold energy in the direction of behind her
Okay.
as she recognizes that her
I
necklace is gone.
would love to use a reaction to uncannily dodge some of that.
Absolutely. Feel
Great.
free.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Cool. You take none damage.
Zero.
Powerful rogue ability says you just roll out of the way.
Okay. I can't argue.
Bunch of guests get hit and start screaming. A lot of these are folks that do not have a lot of HP, so a bunch of them are just down now.
Shoot.
Not ideal. Yeah, a lot of guests on the ground, a lot of screaming. That's gonna bring us to Sloane's turn.
Oh, that's not a good sound.
Okay. How far away from Zorhana am I?
You're about 30 feet away.
I
Okay.
support you.
Thanks for your support. I don't think it's gonna do much.
It's gonna add chaos.
Great, cool. Sloane, this is flavor.
Yeah, of course.
Sloane will telepathically speak to Theo and say, all right, you ready to make it slippery in here? Okay, Dad. And Theo will open his mouth and spray grease all around Zorhana's feet.
Great.
And she has to make a dexterity saving throw to stay upright. Dex 15.
That was a 19 on the die,
Oh,
so
damn it.
she unfortunately does stay upright.
It would have been really funny if she fell over.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna say, because everybody's in such close proximity, I'm also gonna roll for the coven.
But it's only a 10-foot square.
Everybody's real on top of each other. I'm gonna, they also rolled a 19, so it doesn't matter. But they are all now standing in a pool of grease.
Fireball.
Just don't worry about it. It's fine. This seems fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That's my action.
You know, it'd be fun if within the first 30 seconds of the lady of the house arriving to her party, you set her on fire.
Well, technically, it's not the lady of the house.
That's true.
That was my
that we think.
action.
There's a lot of lies going around. That's not the lady of the house. The mister is maybe having an affair with a model. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So much going on.
Bonus action, I'm gonna reach into the briefcase of holding and eat some jelly beans. Nothing.
Yeah.
I randomly have jelly beans in my bag, so.
Yeah,
No, go for it. Have a look. Gotta keep that blood sugar up before you
And
do a
just
murder.
slowly back into a corner.
Yeah, you homer into the bushes that is the other patron's event. Cool, great. And that is going to bring us to my favorite mini swap of the night that doesn't matter because we're not on a scaled map, but I did bring it just in case, and it's very funny. As you see, Elephas hulks out into a massive fucking bear. You also see across the room that big dude that you were on the ferry with also hulks out into a giant fucking bear. As they both like roar angrily, and they are going to both like charge up on this coven and honestly on Zorhana, and they're just gonna start swinging a bunch of wild attacks. And I'm just gonna roll some stuff behind the table and for them and for great. Let's see. Cool. You see the hags get ripped into by two like hulking bears. They rolled real high on their multi attacks.
Taz, you really know how to pick them.
Yeah.
Gemma's canonically in love with bears.
Taz just question mark. What? Can you even see that? What?
Where even are you?
Where'd you go?
Just watching from the balcony.
Yeah.
You walked right past me.
Great.
Very focused.
You guys also see Elric runs up with his like spectral warhammer and starts taking swings on Zorhana. Taz and Sloane, you're the two who are down here. You hear in your head, would you like to be somewhere else right now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Are you gonna be okay?
Oh, don't worry about me. We're going to just continue to create chaos. Upstairs or outside?
Upstairs.
You feel in quick succession like a tap on your shoulder, and you are on the balcony, and then you feel a tap on your shoulder, and you are up on the balcony.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll my barf check?
No. It was like 30 feet. You don't have to roll a barf
I don't know.
check
I
for
didn't
that.
know if I
Some
didn't know if
misty
that
step,
it was
not a
No,
it's
no,
a
I
process, not a distance.
No, I appreciate your awareness. So what this means is, I believe now your entire team is now upstairs. So this fight is going to continue happening. I'm just going to roll it behind the scenes downstairs until and unless at some point you might wind up down there. But Eliphas and his werebear buddy, as well as Priscilla.
Werebear.
Yeah, Eliphas is a secret werebear. He's got a werebear buddy. They were gonna just bro out and do werebear things, and then this whole thing kicked off. So now they're in a fight. They and then Priscilla and Elric are going to continue to deal with the hags and the simulacrum until such time as they are instructed otherwise. So we're gonna continue through order. We're just gonna basically skip everything that's not you guys and the golem. Who I don't have a mini for. Sorry, I should have grabbed a reindeer from my Frost Maiden set. My bad. Great, that was for Silstern. So we're at the top of the order. Verity, you're up looking at this pool. You're watching these stones rotate underneath the bottom. You can tell that this is extremely cold water. Possibly magically cold.
Okay.
What you want to do?
Can I get Siri up here with me? Would that be...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Siri bailed
Yeah.
a while ago. Siri was like, holy shit! It's going down!
Glad I'm up here.
I love you.
Can I do... does it look like it's opening up?
It looks like it is working on opening up. It seems like it is probably slightly resisting because the water is still there, but it is definitely lining up to open.
I don't think I can do anything about that.
It's a new round, so I will
Yeah.
say you can give me another perception or arcana
Can I get
check.
some help from Siri?
Yeah, you can have a help action from Siri.
A little help from your friends.
That's only a 14.
Hi.
Perception. Or arcana, I guess it doesn't matter.
Hi.
Yeah, I
They're both plus
Sorry,
3.
I have
They're
to
both...
find the locate. I have to find the thing in the book that tells me what the DC is. Which is annoying.
I can see it in your eyes.
You're looking around.
Mm-hmm.
There is clearly arcane magic permeating throughout this space, but you're just you cannot there is something here that deals with this water, and you just cannot lock into what it is.
In that case, can I use my action to cast Detect Magic?
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
Yeah. You cast Detect Magic. As soon as you cast Detect Magic, you immediately see a bunch of runes light up around the pool.
Okay.
One on each end, each of the 4 sides. They are the runes for spring, summer, fall, and winter in Sylvan.
Okay. Let's see. Do I
boy.
have any bonus actions? Probably not. Okay, I don't think I have anything I can do. Can I see? It's not an opening yet. It's still.
The tiles down at the bottom, the concentric circles are still spinning into place.
Got it. Okay.
Again, only 6 seconds have passed, so they are still spinning into place.
Okay.
You see these runes light up with your detect magic, and you're able to sense those. Looking at those, that is probably a touch activated thing. You just have to run up and slap it.
Okay. Can I go slap the one that is for winter?
Yeah, you run up, you slap the one that's for winter, and you see 2 tiles in the bottom of the pool, toward the top and the bottom of the long ends, slide open to reveal drains, and the water starts draining from the pool.
Excellent. In that case, probably have to be next turn, but once there is enough room for me to get through, I would like to go down there.
For sure. Great. Yeah, water is draining. Lock is opening.
Perfect. Sirina's gonna chill here.
Yeah, Siri is regaling you with tales of and then he just pulled his vest off and he became a fucking bear. Just giving you the full gossip rag version of the report of what's happening downstairs.
Excellent.
Huey, that is your turn. You still got this golem in the dark. And you still have Gareth for a minute.
Yeah. Mind if I use one of the cards over here?
Go for it.
I'm going to use one more time to give myself another action.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dual action.
Yeah, these all expire at the end of tonight,
Yeah.
so burn them like you're losing them, because you are.
So first off, I'm going to have Gareth do another multi-attack.
Okay.
Let me see. Spell attack modifier to hit.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, one of them hit. 21 and 14.
The 21 hits, yep.
Okay, so I need a 1d12. Good enough. Plus 3, so that's 8 damage.
Great.
For bonus action, blah, 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 blah. Garrett's going to use the hide action,
Great.
and I'm going to have him GTFO as well.
Cool. He scurries into the shadows and becomes one with them. Great.
Then I'm going to run up. I had a bonus action in mind. What was it? I don't remember. Crap. Had it all and I blew it.
You are still raging.
Oh, right. Now I remember. So I'm going to... Why am I bad at this? This has been a day. Yeah, I'm just going to run up and... Actually, wait, no. I'm going to use another shatter. God help me. And... Oh, right. They have to make the roll. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. And this is con.
Yes.
Well, at least you didn't get the nat 20, but the other one was a 19.
Oh, I was going to also use cutting words. That might be too late.
No, cutting words you can. What does cutting words do?
Basically, I expend a bardic die, and roll a 1d8 in order to
Subtract that. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So they rolled a 19, which is for them a 24.
So I need a 5 or more.
And then I guess you should roll the d8.
Oh,
It's
okay.
your cutting words.
Very true. That is a 7.
Okay, so 24 minus 7 is 17.
I thought you said 19.
It's a 19 on the die. It has
Oh,
the modifiers. It's
Never
24
mind. I
total.
misheard.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's a
moot
17.
point. So let's see if that'd be half damage then, or they just get out of it.
You look at it. You've got the spell up. You tell me what
You're
happens.
Right, I do. Let me double check that one. Half as much damage on a successful one. There we go.
Great.
Man, these dice don't like me. That is 9, so 4 damage.
Woo!
More damage.
The porcelain bath continues to crack apart, and the stone golem also takes some damage.
Yeah. I'm also going to cast Bane.
Okay.
So this one needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Yes, stone golems famously high in charisma.
I wish I remembered that's what I was going to do first.
This has a chaw of 1, which is a -5, and I rolled a natural 1. So, this very angry reindeer statue is not charming in the least. Great.
It's not all about
He's baned.
He does a lot of work kicking.
kicking.
Can't get
One job.
He's good at it.
He's
Yeah.
yeah, he has one job.
Kicking.
Cool. So I know it's a -1d4 to everything he does, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Basically.
Also, I just realized when doing spells, I screw up my rage. So I'm going to recast rage. Because I believe I have to do that now. And that shall...
Yeah, you can re-enter your rage. Cool. You get unangry, cast some spells, get re-angry.
Yeah.
Great. I think unless you want to move anywhere, I think that is Gemma's turn.
Nope. I'm just going to give it a little... Come on! Wait, how far away is that deer from me now that I think about it?
Have you been casting from the doorway? I assumed you were like standing in the doorway to give yourself some distance, and we're casting through
Moot
the
point.
darkness.
I'm done. Gemma, your turn.
Yeah.
Gemma.
Gamma Jamma.
I'm playing fast and loose with some spacing here because like I want you guys to win, but also like it has to feel like a challenge.
I'm gonna hear the shatters going off in there. I'm gonna look at Taz and be like, bathroom?
Bathroom.
Great. I'm gonna walk over to the wall between right there, and I'm gonna cast stone shape and make a little door into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Cute.
Fun.
I
Yeah.
love it. Wow.
Yeah.
Little shortcut.
I can't do a whole lot else.
No, you got a shortcut into the bathroom now. Super great.
Shape in
There
the
you
stone.
go. Oh, I'm gonna make myself fly because I can.
Yeah. You make a door and then you start hovering like 6 inches off the ground. You can adjust that on your when you need, but
I'm just gonna do a little like sky lounge.
When did you get even more cool than you were before?
Thanks.
Thank you.
God.
some stuff happens downstairs. You hear a bunch of screaming. Taz, it's your turn.
Taz is gonna duck under Gemma, I guess, and go inside.
You Mission Impossible, like, or like, what was that?
Yeah.
Catherine Zeta-Jones
Yeah.
through the lasers.
Yeah, diving through the lasers to get up there. She should still be able to see just fine because it's darkness. She should see just normal.
This is just normal darkness. It's not magic darkness. This is normal lights off darkness.
and it's her preferred state of lighting.
Yeah.
So she'll scoot up and go ahead and loose some short bowness on the golem. Still.
Cool.
Not a dex. No.
Yeah.
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 This is an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Great. I'm going to assume that he is significantly distracted or assailed for me to get sneak.
I'm gonna say that Gareth gives you sneak.
Great.
He is hiding. I'm gonna say he's within. He's sitting over in a corner cackling somewhere.
Good. That's exactly where he should be.
Yeah.
It's reminding me of baby
Didn't get
It's like baby from Dimension.
I don't know why I keep doing
How many do we
that.
need?
That's great. No. That's
Is it?
it's 5. I'm
Is it
good.
five?
I just
Okay.
need one.
Yeah. So many
Plus
dice.
4.
Oh yeah, it is another d6. I'm bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to get the normal damage.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine-ish.
Oops. 4. Plus
This is 4.
I'm really scared.
18.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll it. Leave it alone.
I'm not looking at that.
That's
He
fine.
rolled 6.
Well, yeah, because it didn't add my
It
sneak.
popped up on mine though.
I know. That's
Look at
why
you.
I wanted to make it bigger because I have it on a half screen. There we go.
That's fair.
Yes.
Cool. 18, you said?
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
That's, oh God, I have to do math in my own brain now, which I hate.
Of there. Or
Great.
shoot, I guess.
Yeah,
is maybe.
pew, of pew pew.
Of pew pew. There we go.
Forgive me for asking, is your weapon a +1 or otherwise magical weapon?
Nay.
Okay, cool. Noted.
Normie.
Just a
weapons.
normal ass short bow.
Yep.
We love that. That's cool. It is the golem's turn. He's still I'm basically giving him blinded because he's in the dark and there's nothing about here that's oh he does have dark vision actually.
Dang it.
Nice.
My bad. It would help if I read my stat blocks. That's fine. He's disadvantaged for some other reasons, I'm sure. Cool. At this point, he's gonna look around. Does this tell me if he moves around? Okay. We're, again, famously not intelligent, but we're gonna roll for him. I'm basically just rolling to see if he, like, figures out where he is beset from. He does have a -4 to his intelligence.
Cute.
So...
He's doing his best.
He's,
Yeah.
All he
he
knows is
can.
cake.
Look, he has one job,
Small
and it
boy.
is kick.
Kick.
Okay, cool.
It's not bad.
And he does such a good job at kick.
So good.
Unfortunately, he's going to do a better job at kick because despite his low int roll, his randomized which direction he kicks in roll, he is going to run up the stairs and fire off 2 shots in your direction.
Kick.
I'm invisible. Does that matter?
It does. It means he's rolling with disadvantage. God, burning all my nat 20s on these fucking disadvantage rolls. He absolutely misses both times. One of them's a real close call. I want to be clear. Like, you dodge and you hear Siri again do like a oh shit and like dive. Does miss you both times. Lucky for you, but is definitely like looking around, looking back down the stairs, like he's just like, what is happening? Great, cool, fine. Some stuff is happening downstairs. Sloan, that is your turn. I'm just rolling for more things that are happening downstairs now.
Great, cool. Sloan rolls up their sleeve, and their cool, dope tattoo that I forgot what it looks like, but it's a disguised self tattoo.
Hell yeah.
Like flashes and from the tattoo spreads the disguise, and Sloan looks like Sarhana. And is gonna go into the room, and in their best Zorhana impression, has not heard her voice yet, just say, "Stop."
You walk in, you just go stop. Immediately the golem who is like, who's been kind of just like flailing around and kicking around, just like freezes and like turns and then just goes into like standing posture at the top of the stairs here.
Good. And continues like as far as they can go toward wherever the golem, behind wherever the golem was standing. I don't know how far that was.
He moves out of your way. If you're going through this like door that Gemma created, then you can just like bop past him and
great, amazing. Kind of trips a little bit on the stairs. Okay.
No, golem moves out of your way, walks back down the stairs, and like stands kind of at the bottom of the stairs.
Follow me, everyone. That's as far as they can go.
Cool. Golem is effectively out of the fight for the time being.
Hey.
Nice.
Because you guys bypassed him with the correct person.
Yeah.
Cool. Some stuff happened downstairs. There's a lot of screaming and angry yelling and just general like hullabaloo. There's some roaring noises.
Where?
Yeah. Y'all can check Instagram later to figure out what's going on. Verity, that is up to you. You are invisible. This water is raining. Roll me a luck check.
All right.
I know how much time the module says it takes the water to drain.
That is a nat 20.
Nat 20? This thing speed runs. It's drained.
Nice.
Amazing.
In the module, it takes 1 minute for the water to drain. I don't want to do 10 rounds of combat at 9:45. That sounds ridiculous. Water's done.
Cool. I will stop being invisible.
Great.
Look down into the vault and see what it looks like. Is it like a stairwell?
I mean, it's like 5 feet to jump down into this pool, and then there's these like rings at the bottom that are sort of like, now that the water's gone, are more quickly rotating. You see them spill, like there's like the little like ticker at the top, and it like spells out O-A-K, oak. They all line up, and you see it's like that classic like parts in the center pulls back, and you see down in here like essentially a safe. There's some what is it down here? Is there anything else down here? You see there is basically that like classic, like there's that like pillowed box with the satin in it, and sitting in the center is a big ass fucking diamond.
Found the diamond.
Yay.
Wow.
Is my
In your head.
Yeah.
is my detect magic still up?
Your detect magic is still up.
Anything tripping it in?
Oh, this thing's magic as fuck.
Okay, cool. But no like traps or
No.
Okay.
Don't eat it.
Don't drink anything. Don't eat anything.
Like the pool, I dare you.
I say that like for science.
Like, no.
Don't.
Yeah, I'll
look
go
the
down there and
science.
I'll just take a look. Do I see anyone in here? No. Okay.
It's this is not like this is a like reach into the box.
Okay.
This is just the safe. This is the fire safe.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna grab the diamond.
You grab this diamond.
Cool. I will hand it to Zorhana.
Yeah.
Don't.
But she doesn't take it. I'll just hold on to it for now.
I guess if you're trying to hand it to me, I would open up the briefcase of
Perfect.
holding.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
You chuck it into the briefcase.
Snap.
Amazing. Stone is in the briefcase. All of you in your current space are functionally out of combat. You can hear the sounds of a crazy fight still going on downstairs. You are currently not involved in it.
Okay, where is Zohana? Like, what is happening? Is that actually her? Do we know?
We don't know.
Unclear.
Oh, God.
I mean, they're gonna find out pretty quickly when they, I don't know, accidentally pulverize her down there.
Hopefully her
But I don't
husband
know.
doesn't kill her.
Well, you don't think that thing that she was wearing was possessing her, do you?
I mean, it was either possessing her or it was some method of contacting something.
You
don't
hear
know.
just an unholy shriek of something downstairs, followed by a bear roar.
Siri, what's happening down there?
Oh, I'm still out here. I'm just like, oh.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna run around the corner because now I'm deathly
There's
curious.
a door right here.
Yeah, no, there's a shortcut door. You guys could all like peer down.
Gemma made a
For the quick version of the update of what is happening downstairs, what you currently see, Adira Metal is like on the floor in the corner. Does not look dead. Definitely looks unconscious. Lots of blood.
She's fine.
Let's see what's going on. One of the hags seems to also be down. The other two are like locked in a crazy fight with a bear and this dwarf who's like wielding this like weird spectral warhammer. Other bear, the one that you know is Elephas, is like on top of in like mad like grapple with Zorhana, it looks like. Bunch of folks are still screaming. Other people have like picked up the fight and are just like randomly fighting each other. You see Caden is like nobly like performing. He has pulled out like a rapier, and has what looks like probably a serving tray that he has somehow like whipped into like a makeshift. And he is like full on just like defending this like little pod of like useless debutantes in this corner because they kind of got stuck behind the fight. Whatever. They are all absolutely on their sending stones snapping photos of this. He's going to be so cool on Monday.
Oh yeah, he's finding a lot of love after this.
Just as a
Yeah.
sidebar, I left Theo down there and
Yes.
told him to like, stay out of feet way, but like I'll be in touch.
Yeah, cool. You don't immediately like spot him or anything. You get the sense that he is fine. You have not gotten any sort of distress or alert or anything.
I would have been like, hang near Priscilla.
Yeah, and as you're like peering in, just every so often from seemingly fully random directions, you just see like a arrow just like pierce it, and it always shatters into some sort of like elemental like something, just like hitting all kinds of stuff. There's just wild chaos going on down there. What would you like to do?
Can I just message Like, you all got it, right?
Yeah.
Just message Elephas. Got it.
Just seeing if he's like concentrating on anything where he can't respond.
Tad's like, can you make a hole in the floor? Because the art gallery is right below us.
I can do one more hole. But yes.
I'm just saying it'd be convenient.
You get a response from Elephas that says, "Fountain out front is a teleportation pool. Jump in and name your location."
Great. Fountain out front, teleportation. I'm going to stone shape a hole in the floor into the art room.
You all drop immediately down into the art gallery.
Okay.
I'm useless from here on out, but
Oh, no, you've done beautifully, Taz says as she starts trying to pop things off the wall. This is great. Pocket.
briefcase.
Pocket.
Before I fall down the hole, though, I would like to grab Oak.
Oh, yeah! You run back into the bedroom. You guys are clear from the golem because Zorhana has told him to deactivate. Yeah, you can just absolutely pop Oak off the wall and just goes, "Oh, hi, are we going somewhere?"
Yes, to a place of better employment.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm excited to find out, I guess. What's happening? You just grab this painting, you pop down the hole. Taz, you are able to grab from this space any and or all of these things. A rust-colored bag of tricks, a figurine, a serpentine owl figurine of Winter's Power, the gauntlets of Ogre Power, and the quiver of Elona. Since you're all in here, just for funsies, everybody give me a perception check.
Nat 20.
Damn.
Not good.
15.
17.
Great.
Perception?
19.
10.
Great. Gemma and Sloan, you do not notice this. The rest of you do. You all suddenly realize, and you kind of remember this from before, those paintings that had all of the
The seasons.
and stuff. The one that is the winter scene that has those like snowflakes on the frame. The bottom snowflake. Now that you're like looking at it, you like immediately clock this because you're like, oh, duh, obviously. Looks really worn, like it's been touched or handled a lot. And the three of you suddenly realize that's probably a secret passage. It's probably a secret passage door. You, at the same time that you all clock this, as Taz is scooping things into the bag, you also just hear another, like, ear-splitting scream come from the ballroom direction.
I'm gonna activate the door. Yeah.
You're gonna hit the secret passage?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pop that open, the door slides open, you run down, and you find yourselves in the basement.
Ooh.
The basement?
Just chaos and screaming, and then we're like, la 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 la, scooping all the things into a bag.
Finally, a proper heist.
The basement looks like it is mostly storage. It also looks like it is fucking filled with magical cracks and crevices that are spreading throughout the walls and flickering with arcane magic.
Ooh, okay. Can I, now that I see it, can I roll an Arcana?
Yes,
check?
absolutely.
May I assist?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Help action. Help.
Okay. 18.
18. You...
Wait. Do we have any more bits?
Yeah.
Can I use that bit?
I can Bardic. I have Bardic Inspiration I haven't used.
I mean, we're
use
so
a bit.
close to the end.
Use
Use
a
the
bit.
bit.
Why not? Why not both?
Yeah.
4K.
A D8 for the Bardic.
Oh, okay. That's good. What did I say it was before?
You had an 18, so 24.
Money.
24.
24.
Plus the bardic.
Oh, plus the Bardic? Gee.
1d8.
Out of order, 1d8.
26.
26. You look at this. You think about that diamond that you grabbed. You think about all of the like weird messages that have been sent, and some things click together in your brain. A shard solitaire is called a shard solitaire. The thing that makes it a shard solitaire gem is that it contains a rift. It contains a rift that connects you to external planes. And you realize that if a rift creates a portal to another plane, such as the far realm, that would allow things from that realm to enter through that rift and gain access to the plane on which the shard solitaire exists.
Damn it.
You connect a bunch of dots all at once as you realize that what has clearly happened is that some entity trying to enter the Feywild through the shard solitaire has used this gem as the channel. Wherever Zorhana, the real Zorhana, is, she was probably trapped or grabbed or banished or some equivalent by whatever this entity is and traded with the simulacrum in order to buy it time to fully open the rift and fully open the portal. The other thing that you remember on this high roll, and because it's getting to this point in the module where I just give you lore dump,
Yeah.
the other thing that you realize, I'm finding it to make sure I tell you the correct thing. What is the other thing that is known about shard solitaires and this kind of like rift situation that creates them is that if the rift starts, it will eventually crack. It will open the portal. The belief is that these gems are created when two items that are merged together should not be. And so you just realize that, like, you're dealing with extra dimensional bullshit. Cool. The safest possible place for this gem to be right now is inside your briefcase. Because if it explodes, it's gonna be fucking bad.
Okay. Okay.
Moves all the valuables out of the briefcase.
Well, okay, here's the thing. There's a lot in there. So,
I mean, if you bring it out, I've got
sort
the
it.
ring.
okay. All right.
Scoop
Maybe this
things
is
in.
not the place
We
to
can
do it.
sort it later, but
we should go.
yeah.
We should probably go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taz pulls out one of her cards and writes on the back, "You should probably move." And then it's just a black card and gold writing on one. It's got her phone number. The other side, "You should probably move."
Great. You
Like a
stuck
little
that.
kiss imprint.
She said, "Gemma, why do you have cards? Stop it!"
Yeah, you leave a little card. And you guys wanna GTFO,
Yeah.
as the kids say?
Get out of Dodge.
I think we've done our damage.
Yes. I just want to make sure to grab Theo and possibly Priscilla on the way out.
And I'm also going to make a security check for Corin? Forgot her name.
Oh.
Like chorus.
Lycoris?
Lycoris.
Yeah.
One of the few cool people there.
Cool.
Yeah.
You guys, as you're down in this and you're just seeing all of these like magical like cracks and things, whatever, moving through the walls, you're able to still like navigate through this basement. You see one room that is fully enveloped in what looks like the opening of a portal. I'm not going to let you go there because we don't have time. So you just look and go, not today. Not happening here. You guys keep moving. You're able to find a set of stairs. You move your way up. You find a locked door. Taz has a key to this door. You open it up. You find yourselves in the kitchen, which is currently empty because everybody fucking bailed when the fight broke out in the ballroom.
Like you should.
You are able to flee through the kitchens, through the dining rooms. You have to fight your way through a little bit of a crowd of people that's still trying to like get out of here. Some people have stayed in to fight. Some people are getting out. Are you doubling back into the ballroom, or are you just heading for that pool?
I need to get Theo. Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta go back.
You double back to the ballroom. It is blood and murder and chaos in there.
Murder on the asphalt.
Yikes!
Give me a perception check,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm gonna roll for Theo over here.
Okay.
Great.
Actually, can I go grab Adira's body?
Thank you.
You would have to fight through the thickest part of the fight. She is
Okay.
behind.
Oh, okay. If it's not easy to
Yeah,
do.
it's unfortunately not easy.
Would I spot Lycoris? Or do I have to roll perception?
Roll perception. Anybody who's trying to look for someone specific, roll perception.
Damn!
19.
Sorry.
19?
Nat 20.
Nat 20, great. Yeah, you lock in. You see that Lycoris, she's actually smart. She got out of the ballroom. She is hiding behind the counter of the coat check with Orin and Feifel.
Good job.
They're like here, they're nearby, and if you see a few other people, you're guessing they're other probably staff members. They're all tucked out, so they've got like that sliding rolling door like is pulled down a little bit, so they've got like a viewport, but they're all like tucked back so that they're like out of immediate danger. You immediately lock in and just see all of them down there.
So, who's ready to take a vacation?
Fiefel's just like, I think I might be putting in my notice. Feels very shaky. They kind of look, and Aura is like, are you suggesting we should come with you?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Everybody move out. They start making their way like out through the like side door or whatever to follow you guys. 19. You look into just this massive chaos. You are looking at everything. It wasn't actually Priscilla. It was Elric. Sees you, clocks you, gives you the nod, reaches like down into a pocket, pulls out, it looks like a slingshot or something, dips down to the ground. You see Theo just appear like wherever he's hiding, and he just like and like flings him to you. Gives you you catch him, or gives you like the thumbs up, and then just immediately whirls back into this crazy. He was like one-handing this hammer like fucking color guard, and then he just flips back into two-handing and slams it into the side of probably one of the hags. Everything's a blur. You catch Theo. He's like, "Can we go now?"
Yeah, honey, we can go.
Thanks, Mom.
So now book it.
Goodness.
Yeah, you guys go running. You hear some sort of bellowing ursine roar from the thing as you all go running out to the courtyard. There is just chaos and pandemonium, but you see this fountain, these steps that are leading up to it. Now you're like, oh, this makes sense. Now I understand why it's so easy to get up to the water. As you run up, you are joined by a bunch of the staff members, like Horus, Orin, Feifel. They clock where you're headed, and they're just going like, of course. And Orin goes, you have the keys?
Yep.
Wonderful. Everybody into the water. You guys go running up to the fountain. You all jump in. Taz, you have the keys, which is going to allow this to activate. Where do you want to spit out? There is a default location if you don't choose something, but you were specifically told that if you want to, you can specify your designation.
I think I'm going to head back towards the Countess.
Great.
To check in. Or
Yeah.
to, like, report.
Yeah. You're gonna bop back to the Countess's court.
We're all just like the Countess.
I will, like, do a general message, like, if you need me, you can probably find me at my shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Days bar?
Do we want to go back? Like, question. Do we want to go back to the bar if we know that there are some vault shenanigans happening and that's like an obvious vault location?
Place, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can go back to my other bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I started building a shelter underneath the shop, but it's not done yet, so probably not there.
I know some guys who could help you with that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we should talk. Let's go to your bar.
Great. We go to Taz's other bar.
You all
Other bar.
Yeah. No, not the one you're familiar with. This is like Black Rose 12 or something.
Yeah. You'll go running, you
I
dive
will
into this
Black Rose.
water. Everybody sort of activates there where they want to go, and suddenly you all get that like rippling sensation of teleportation. It's much more soothing. It's actually less of a problem than it's ever been before. This is clearly much more made for transporting people. And the four of you find yourselves sort of standing looking around, and you're in the dark alley outside of whichever version of Taz's bar Taz is designated. Verity, you find yourself like landing kind of on the carpet in front of this big, massive fireplace of this huge like mansion in another part of the Feywild. As you all sort of look around at each other, going, wow, that was a lot. Sloane, you feel inside the briefcase just this like just this little bit of just
Damn it!
and that's not the weirdest part. The weirdest part is that about 10 feet away from you, as you feel that sensation, you see a woman like appear, immediately kind of like drop to her knees and just sort of like look around frenetically. Lavender skinned woman with long wild white hair that is just like a tangled mess, wearing a dark purple slip. And she just kind of looks over behind you, and you immediately recognize a very frazzled and arcanely spent Zorhana. As she just kind of like looks up and immediately starts looking around.
Let's get you a drink.
Hi.
Eliphas sent us.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. Is he here? Is he all right? What's happening?
Oh, he's not here.
He's having a ball.
He's not here.
Where am I?
Oh, you're at an undisclosed location right now. Don't worry. We'll help you get. Oh, do you want your? Taz pulls the book out of her skirt. Here you go.
She just like grabs it and just kind of does that the cling to it in a needed a secure thing. They're just like, okay,
You're on the material plane right now.
oh, okay.
You might want to just take a little breather before you go home. It's going to be a little messy,
Lots
but
of
it'll be
blood.
okay.
I don't know, it looked normal to me.
I mean,
I seem to be having fun.
Yeah, I mean, as you look at her, she's not actively bleeding. She definitely looks like she has also been in a fight, though. Those of you who are more magically inclined can tell this would be someone who has expended more of their spell slots than they should have had to and has not had a chance to rest in that time.
Yeah.
She's just like, great, okay, wonderful. I think I'm gonna. That drink sounds excellent. Thank you. Yes. Just you
Help her along if she'll let.
Yeah, no. She sort of lets you. You usher her into the bar. You make your way into the bar. You settle down. Taz grabs some drinks. And as you start to settle down, Taz, you get a message. And it's just, hello, so sorry to bother you. I don't know if vampire rules apply in your bars, but I'm going to probably assume they do. Can I come in? I'm not a
Yes.
vampire, to be clear. I just want to be polite.
That was a terrifying way to phrase it. Come in.
Look, I've had a long few weeks, as I imagine you all have. We should compare notes. You open the door and you see back in her normal guise, looking extremely tired, dark circles under her eyes, a lot more what you remember, long white hair, traveler's clothes. Priscilla sort of comes in, shuts the door behind her, leans against it, and goes, all right, I think we're going to have a long conversation. And I apologize. And that, my friends, is where we will end tonight's episode. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This has been the penultimate module, sort of Keys from the Golden Vault. This was Party at Paliset Hall. This is a very cool module that has a bunch of really interesting branching divergences in how you can deal with this problem or not. We're playing a lot more to the flavor of working our way to the end of our campaign, so there's a lot of stuff that got modified on the fly to accommodate that. That said, thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a really good time. Some possible reminders. There we go. This Saturday, we are starting our Starter Set Summer School campaign, which is not a campaign, it's a series of us playing through starter sets for games that we have not played before. We're starting with Tales from the Valiant. For the next 2 Saturdays, we'll be following that up with RuneQuest. You're going to see a lot of familiar faces and maybe some unfamiliar ones. Who knows? Golden Vault will be back next Monday as we start the final module.
And we level up.
And and everybody levels up. So stick around for that as we finish this out. We've got 4 more episodes to finish this campaign. Please help support us if you can by leaving a comment on one of your favorite videos on our YouTube or recommending us to your friends. We are still trying to hit our subscriber goal. We'd love to get to 7 math. We were trying to hit 10k. I think we're going for 7.5k by the end of the year. We'd still love to hit 10k, so if you got a lot of friends, recommend them. As always, just thank you for watching, for supporting. Thank you to our patrons for the bits and the cards. A bunch of you are going to get shout-outs next week for the top of the new module. And I think we're going to do at least a brief After Dark for patrons with anybody who's able to stick around. If not, I'll just natter for 20 minutes. I'm great at that. Thank you all once again, and I hope we'll see you next time. Good night.